I got everything right? Or
I think you're good to go. We are on. This is Jonathan Mills coming to you live from Bill Davis Field on the campus of Pill Academy for the first round of MAIS playoff football. But before, one season's hopefully not coming in into a night, but in a few weeks it will. But we got one season started last week, and I'm joined by Coach Derwin Carpenter of varsity, the girls' varsity junior high. I think you coach all the girls on campus in basketball, don't you, Coach?
Help a little with all of them.
That's right. Well,
Mignon and I.
Mignon and I, that's right. There you go. Turn that around a little bit. Coach, I was doing, thank you for joining me. I appreciate this. I was looking at the, I know last year you had a big win and moved into, last year was a big year. We kind of passed, got a monumental victory. I think you passed 1,100 victories, and you got the court named after you. And then they tore up the gym on you. I don't know.
Then they're tearing it all up, sanding it all down.
That's right.
But it's looking amazing.
Well, we'll get to the gym in a minute, but this is, by my research, this is your 49th. I don't want to date you or anything, but this is your 49th season as a head coach. Does that sound right?
I think that's right.
And your 29th here.
Or 28.
28th here.
28th
Okay.
Here.
How do you feel?
I'm excited about this group of girls and this season, and I think but as far as me, I mean, I got to be doing something.
Right. You're not going to sit around.
I can't sit around. When we had COVID, we had spring break, and I worked in the yard. Next week, didn't get finished with my list, and so I said, I'm gonna get one more week, and then another week, and then after about 2 or 3 weeks of it, I was sitting out. I said, I can't. I got to find something to do. So, but I really enjoy working with the girls, and and I feel good, and so I got to do something.
That's right. Well, you've had 2 daughters come through your program. And now you got grandkids in the elementary school, so you've been connected with Pill Academy for quite a while.
I got Hugh that's in 3rd grade, and although I don't coach boys, I try to work with him when he
that's right.
And then I got Lila that's in the 1st grade, and everybody telling me I got to coach till she graduates.
Well, listen, you coach as long as you help the Laos. I know everybody around here would love to have you. You talked about this team. I think last year, it didn't end when we wanted it to. It ended a little early. Right. I know you'd probably agree to that. And looking at what you lost last year, just in my, and what you're kind of having to replace this year, I think you lost Madeline Maddox, who's playing at the next level.
Yeah.
Sarah Presley, is that right?
Sarah Presley. Georgia Caroline.
So, in my mind, just looking at what you lost, I think you've got to replace some scoring and some leaders, I think.
Right.
So defense is, I watched you this week. You played 2 games this week and kind of came out and did what you usually do, played good defense and kind of dominated the game. But tell me about your team this year. Looks like you got 3 seniors, 5 juniors, and 5 sophomores.
Right. We got a good group. But before that, the past 2 years we have graduated 11 seniors.
Wow.
That has, since they were 9th graders, they've been contributed.
Right.
For, all those years, and like I say, past 2 years, and, we got a whole entire new group, and not, Elise and Avery, they got a lot of, court time, and, but, everyone else, they just learn it.
There's going to be some new minutes for them.
Right. And who's got to step up, and who's got to make plays, and
right.
So. But we're really excited about this group. We got some outstanding athletes, got a lot of speed. So we just got to continue working, and hopefully our defense.
Well, I think that's what you can do. You can play defense until your offense kind of gets in, your chemistry builds, and your defense travels, as they say, and you can always play defense, and that's just a kind of a mainstay of your programs and your teams. They're going to play hard, and they're going to play good defense and keep you in it when you have nights where you may not be shooting the ball well and you may not be scoring the ball well. Defense keeps you in a lot of games.
That's right, it does, and because we this year we trying to really get out and push it. You know, we got probably 9 or 10 girls that's got, you know, a lot of speed.
Right.
So, you know, we're expecting them to react and
so
get
you
out.
can go, you feel comfortable going pretty deep on your bench.
Yeah, well, you know, we feel, you know, eventually, you know, we plan, you know, hopefully it'll work that way for us.
That's right. Well, man, the big talk around campus and the buzz around campus is as we get closer to this gym renovation. I know you've kept a close eye on it. Tell me about kind of where this is going to once this is completed, and you've seen the plans and you've seen the progress, and how proud are you of this facility, and where is it going to stack up as far as other gyms you've been in?
Well, as far as you know, there's some gyms that have student sections. Some gyms that are, you know, like Prep and JA, their gyms are extremely large, but our new gym is going to, you know, it's totally different from anyone in the that we play.
Right.
You know, public and private, and so it's just going to be one end's going to be one thing, the other end's going to be a different thing. So it's going to be totally different. Barrett and Shauna, as you know, they have done a tremendous job, and I know it's other folks, but you know, the folks that's been here at school.
Right, they've spearheaded the fundraising and the project, all that. So
and making changes as we go. They've done that to just make everything a lot better. And you know, I don't think you know, that anyone's going to have one as nice as ours.
Well, good. I know you're going to be proud of it and proud to roll your teams out here, but in the meantime, you got to go on the road for a little while.
Yeah. We had a home game about the 3rd or 4th week because we thought we was going to get through.
Right.
You know, in October.
Right.
And now it's going over into, because we can't get the platforms to put our chairbacks on for the home side. So now it's looking like maybe the middle of November. But our first home game will be November 29th.
November 29th, we're going to host Jackson Prep.
And so.
The defending overall champions.
Yep, they're the defending overall champions.
And then
you know,
two nights later, you're going to bring the overall runner-up, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And,
so Barrett didn't do you any favors, or Coach Crowder, whoever did your scheduling, didn't do you any favors with.
Well, they kind of let us, you know, schedule our own teams, and we know the schools and everything. And this year we've, you know, when we were thinking about it last year, said we got to get better. Because it's not fun for us. You know, the girls like it. Some of the girls do, and some of the girls don't. When and I hate to beat anybody real bad. It's not, you know, I don't enjoy that. And you're trying to, you won't tell the girls to slow down, but you can't.
That's right.
And and don't shoot it. But our schedule this year is, really tough.
Right.
And so.
And you want to challenge yourself moving into the playoffs. So you've seen when you get to into the postseason and into the state tournament and the overall, you want to make sure that you play teams and have had opportunities where your starters play 4 quarters. You don't want to just have them rested and.
And the pressure of having to compete to try to win in the last quarter, and who's going to step up and make the big plays, offense or defense. So,
well, it's you won. You 2-0. Your junior high girls. Tell me about your junior high program. You 7th grade hadn't played yet, but your junior high program is 2-0 as well.
They come out, real nervous and everything. The first game, they all hands in the hole. They're just shaking, but they've come on, and second game we played, they begin to, because they are a good shooting team, and. First game didn't show it, but the second game you can see them kind of relaxing and start making their shots and everything, shooting threes and making threes. So.
Well, I know you see it with Coach Howell's going to see it when his boys come from football. Shooting's going to be probably the last thing that comes. They're going to be in, and there's a difference in football shape and basketball shape. There's a difference in soccer shape and basketball shape. So you kind of got to get, now you got your girls from soccer, you got the, they won a state championship there, and I know they want to win one with you. Getting them in shape, and they've been working extremely hard.
proud of the effort that they've been putting out in practice, and because we in practice we just try to make everything extremely tough, and fast and full speed, and not have to run a lot at the end of practice. So
when you get to the games, they're prepared.
Yeah, so they're in shape, and we're beginning to, because last night, the Columbus Christian was, they're, pretty fair team. They had, 3 pretty good players, and we were, able to play a whole first quarter.
Right.
And not just get totally, didn't blow them out.
Right.
And,
what's our upcoming schedule this week? I hadn't looked at it.
Well, this coming week we had one game scheduled, and they canceled on us in, I guess, late August,
right.
And it hurt us. We had 2 schools cancel on us, and so we lost 2 home games and 1 away game.
Right.
Early in November and early December. So but then we off this coming week.
So you don't play at all this week.
Okay. And then the next week we travel to Simpson.
Okay, that's going to be a good test.
And Simpson is going to host the North State tournament next year, because they in the North. So
somehow.
So, but they will be hosting them, and before Christmas, I know we got Leak maybe twice. We got Simpson twice. We're going down. We're going to go down to them again during Thanksgiving holidays. We had them come in here because we thought we were going to play a game and then have Simpson here in a renovated gym, but we said no. We wait till the next week to make sure we get a little shooting time in there.
You want to give you you don't want that to be the first time y'all shot in that gym.
Right.
You want to make sure you got a home court advantage.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the North State at Simpson, but we're hosting the state tournament.
We're hosting the state tournament.
That would be boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
So I know that's going to be a great opportunity for all of our Pill Academy fans and patrons and boosters to show off this facility that we've got.
Yeah,
so
it will be. Yeah.
So, well, Coach, wish you the best of luck, and I appreciate you joining me. And listen, it's an honor to get to see you on my son and your grandson play on some teams together. So I've enjoyed getting to know you a little better, and it's I've enjoyed it, and I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you, and I'm excited about this group of girls and being able to do all this and our new facilities.
Well, that's right.
We're going to be very proud. I think everybody associated with Pill Academy is going to be really proud of our new renovated gym.
That's right. So November 29th and December 1st will be the first 2 nights we have it. So put that on your calendars, and let's have a big crowd to open. I guess still Stribling Gymnasium, but it's going to be newly renovated Stribling Gymnasium.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I don't know what all.
On Derwin Carpenter Court. So, Coach, I appreciate it, and we'll see if we can't get a win out here on the football field tonight.
That's right. We need to get this one tonight so we can move on.
That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I appreciate it.
All right.
Sure.
Well, have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
We'll be back.
All right.
I may be an orthodontist,
but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist,
but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist,
but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Captain for your Mustangs, number 6.
All right.
Stanford, number
Got the
9,
basketball talk out of the way, Hank, and we're ready for some football. How are you?
I'm well. Basketball talk, Bill Academy. Was it Coach Carpenter?
It was. The man, the myth, the legend.
He's won a few games.
49th season as a head coach.
Yeah, he started
when he
started coming
I
on.
think he was a player coach when he started.
I believe I was reading his resume. Not that he had it out.
Right.
But, a write-up on him one time, and I'm talking about early 70s. He was already coaching. So
Probably.
I think he was I think he started coaching right after he got out of high school.
I would assume
as
so.
assistant.
But we are here on the campus of Bill Academy, Bill Davis Field, and Mustangs are hosting a first-round playoff game, hosting the Silliman Institute Wildcats from a long way away.
Dressed like Navy or
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I would say that's sort of a Navy look.
Don't have much. The Silliman Wildcats come in with a 5-5 record, same as the Mustangs. Interestingly enough, they are 0-5 at home and 5-0 on the road, which I hope they can end that streak tonight.
We need to break that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
This is
as
like last year, where the Mustangs were the 9 seed and traveled to the 8 seed. We're the 8 seed and hosting the 9 seed. So, like last year, it was a tight game into the fourth quarter. Mustangs were able to pull that one out, but I do expect a close game tonight and a real competitive contest.
I do too. We'll revisit last year's playoff game in just a moment after the prayer.
We'll pause for the prayer and the national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and all the many blessings you have given us. We ask that you put protection over both teams on the field tonight as they play for your glory. As this football season carries on, we thank you for showing. In your name we pray, amen.
Please remain standing as Bill Academy seniors Caitlin Thomas and Sarah Francis O'Brien sing our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
right, nice job. That you could hear that at home. That was Caitlin Thomas and Sarah Frances O'Brien, two senior students at Pill Academy. Good job singing the national anthem. A treat there, Hank.
Yes, it was. Good on the high notes.
So looking at their Silliman's roster.
Here come the Mustangs.
Here come the Mustangs.
Here come your Mustangs.
In their home green jerseys with the yellow pants, yellow helmets. Silliman's in the white jerseys, golden domes.
Yeah, again, sort of a Navy look, maybe a Notre Dame look, and of course the Mustangs in their Green Bay Packer look.
So we talked about the records being similar. I don't know. I've looked at we don't have any common opponents with them this year, so it's really kind of hard to judge. They played some 6A schools and lost. We played some 6A schools and lost as well. So it's kind of a hard one to handicap. But I think if the Mustangs come out and do what they're supposed to do, they should have a good chance to win this game. Again, that's
and if they don't, they have a good chance to lose, right?
That's exactly right. You know, we've talked. It seems like the story of this season is the Mustangs have played well at times and have kind of shot themselves in the foot at other times. They haven't really put 4 quarters together in a game that really matters.
They have not. Inconsistencies will kill you, but this is the playoffs. It's a brand new season. Some people have an easier road than others. If you have a bye, if you're better seeded, but nothing matters at this point other than winning the next this game and the next one. You got to win this one first, and so Mustangs definitely can do it. They just need to play their best football. Silliman, we were just talking with Coach Branch, and he said he spent a year down at Silliman, and I said, I bet they're country strong, and he said, absolutely. And so the Mustangs better be prepared for a scrappy team that are going to want to, they're going to want to continue their season. They have to do it on the road. They came up, what, 3.5
hours, best I could tell. Kind of come over from
Clinton,
Louisiana. Come over to 55 at Macomb and then come up. So you do the math, but it is a long way to go. We've been on the other end of some of those road trips in the playoffs, and they're not fun. And but if you're going to make the trip, they're going to come to play.
That's right. That's right. So this is Mustangs game 11, and want to keep it rolling after this. So it looks like the Mustangs will be kicking off. Really not a whole lot of wind to speak of. Once again, we're blessed with a great night. We've got some rain moving in later this evening, but great night. Looks like the wind's maybe slightly out of the north, but nothing that would impact the game, I don't think. And here we go.
Lawson Harvey tees it up at the 40, kicks it, line drive kicks, fielded at 30 by number 5, and he's going to fall down across the 35, about the 38. Number 5 is Parker Blunt. I saw JP downstairs with some fans from Silliman trying to get some of these
names.
These names. So we'll see if he's got them right. We'll kind of repeat some of these that we can't really tell. But Mustang defense come out. Led by number 8, sophomore Drake Alderman, leading tackler for the Mustangs. Kind of been as advertised all year long. There's you some information there. Mustangs are going to go 5 across the front, 2 outside linebackers creep up. Shotgun formation for the Wildcats. Quarterback's going to keep and is going to be tackled there. Somebody's got him by the ankles there. Is that
looked like it was
number 12, Drew Lamb.
Drew Lamb, and then, of course, looked like Dane and Drake Alderman in there as well. That play was a little busted. It's going to be about a 3-yard loss. There was a bunch right, and it looked like it was supposed to be a read, but everything was just slow developing there. Yeah, it looked like it. Mustangs looking for some folks to help fill out the stands here. We got a little lighter crowd than normal, so if you're in town and want to come cheer on the Mustangs, please do.
Lipscomb is the quarterback. Gives to 24, Kevin Wyndham.
Good. We're going to have a hold. Number 57 is going to be called for holding.
Mustangs may want to decline this. It's a loss on the play.
24, Kevin Wyndham on the carry.
Coach Crowder getting the
number 7, J.C. Gerard, and number 8, Drake Alderman.
J.C. Gerard, Drake Alderman tackle. That's going to be about a 3-yard loss. Ball is placed there at and Mustangs will decline it. I think that's the right decision there, Hank. Put them in 3rd down and long.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Penalty is declined.
Going to be 3rd and long. That's better than 2nd and long.
So 3rd down and 16 from their own 32. Go the Wildcats. Going to bring trips to the near side. 1 wide receiver to the far side. 1 back to the right of Lipscomb. Throws it out to number 18, and he is going to be shakes a couple of Mustangs, but going to be tackled there by Dane Sanford, well short of the 1st down across the 40. So we'll see what the Wildcats elect to do here. I would assume it's a punting situation. Looks like that's what they're going to do. So good start by the Mustang defense.
Absolutely, that's what you wanted to do. Hold them to 3 and out, and get the ball back quickly. We'll have Hayes Bennett going back to receive the punt. And right there, Dane comes over and makes the tackle, but you could see that the ball wasn't sharply thrown, but everybody blocked well, and Coach Crowder had mentioned that they like to throw screens, and they did that one perfectly, but Mustangs get the stop. That's not going to be returnable, and it's going to be out of bounds at about the 21-yard line of the Mustangs.
The Mustangs will take over there. Hank, we talked last week and read it in the paper today about Dane Sanford's record-setting year, his senior season, and we're happy that he gets to extend it into these playoffs. But he set some records last week, and has got an opportunity to continue that record-setting year tonight.
He has. We'll recap those for you later and tick them off as they may occur. But Dane will be the first to tell you it's a team sport, and he doesn't care who scores as long as somebody scores for the Mustangs.
Speaking of scoring, Hayes Bennett's got open field, and he's going to be gone.
Hayes Bennett is going to be gone. There's no one going to catch him, and there are no flags. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Number 2, Hayes.
Touchdown, Hayes Bennett from the 21. It's going to be a 79-yard touchdown run. And I was just thinking before he received that punt, Hank, I said, what we haven't seen much of this year due to injury and then folks kicking it away from him is that explosiveness out of Hayes. He just hadn't had the opportunity to do that. And, wow, it's great to see him run like we all know he can. And a good start for the 1 play, 1 score. That's pretty good average.
That ain't shabby. Yeah, I think about Hayes. Went down to Jackson Academy his sophomore year and got shellacked. But the highlight of the game, his first game of the year, his first game COVID. Right after that, look at this. That was not good.
Luckily for the Mustangs, you cannot. Yeah. I don't know, some trickeration there on the PAT.
Really cool play, but wow.
That's an old Les Miles play down at LSU.
But the end came straight up the field rather than crashing down.
He intercepted that pitch.
And it looked like he had done it before because he knew he didn't get to run the whole way.
Yeah,
wow.
Luckily, again, that he can't run that ball back. And in college, you can take that back for 2, which he would have done that.
Wow.
Coach Crowder trying something sneaky here to no avail. Going to be a 6-0 lead for the Mustangs. Defense will go right back out there. Again, you were saying? I don't remember what you were talking about. Hayes at JA.
Oh, yeah, so Hayes, that game, with mainly the main highlight of the game was they didn't know anything about Hayes.
Right.
They kicked it to him. Like Hayes does, he took it back to the house. And we were fortunate enough that he was able to do that a couple of times before everybody realized, don't kick it to Hayes.
Right.
Hank, had several of them.
Let me say this, and you're going to see some sponsors across the screen. We've got some playoff sponsors who have helped us out this week. Webster's, Bank Plus, Farm Bureau, Kittle State Farm, Heartland Catfish, Planters Bank, Lambs Photography, Marty's Towing, and Guarantee Bank. So Mr. Banu will be rolling their logos across the screen. We appreciate their help because MAIS has some rules, and it costs a little more money to stream some playoff games. So these local businesses are always there to help out the Booster Club and the live stream process. So got Mr. Banu and Hartley Kittle as usual. Didn't recognize them, so we're happy to have them. So Lawson's kicking that ball, kind of a low-line drive like he's been doing the past couple of weeks. Was able to hit a Washington player with that ball a couple weeks ago.
That one had a lower trajectory than that one did. That was an interesting play, though.
That's right.
He kicked it hard enough and low enough that up man couldn't react to it, and he kicked it back to him.
Wildcats take over to 35. Lipscomb back to pass, throws it to the right. It's going to be almost intercepted by Tate Dubard off the receiver's hands, and he almost caught it on the deflection. Intended
would like
there
to have
by
that back.
that's right. Intended by Owen Fudge.
Owen Fudge goes incomplete.
Tate has. I was doing my tackling.
Number 10,
Tate
closing
Bart
in?
has he's closing in on number 2. Drake has got number 1, but he's tied with Andrew Brock. Sorry, Don, for second on the team in tackles, 42. He's played a good cornerback all year long. Second down and 10. Lipscomb fakes to the left, rolls to his right. Penn Camp giving chase, and he's going to go out of bounds across the 40. Going to be about a 6-yard gain. Bring up another big third down.
With the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, that was a bootleg all the way with a big, huge fake on the screen.
That was a aggressive
big
pump.
fake, yeah. But it worked. 6-yard gain. Bring up third down and 4. Mustangs need to come up with a stop here. Sort of lost the momentum there with a
positive yards.
Fake 2-point conversion that didn't work there. He's going to get around the corner for a first down.
This is number 15 is going to be Fudge, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds or close to out of bounds by J.C. Gerard and Hayes Bennett. They ran a 3 back in the eye. I don't know what you call that. Three running backs in a straight. Yeah, I don't know if that's a capital I maybe. How about that? I don't know what that is.
So I have to go back and look at it. I don't.
But either way, the quarterback kept that ball and ran right. Here you go.
Oh, here we go
Same
again.
thing.
Yeah.
That is old school Navy or
really
Notre Dame.
Yeah, does look like something Navy would run. But yeah, you got 2 lead blockers.
Isaac Garaba on the carry.
Quarterback reversed out, handed off the tailback. 2 lead blockers.
Number 8,
positive yards again on first down. Going to get into Mustang territory for the first time tonight at the Mustang 46. Second down and 5. So Mustangs need to stop this momentum by the Wildcats here.
Same formation.
Owen Fudge at quarterback pitches to number 54. Don't say that very often. And he's got first down yardage. Going to be tackled there by Drake Alderman by the ankles and some help from the other Mustangs. But first down yardage is gained. Number 54.
54, Isaac Garaba on the carry.
Isaac Garba.
He's brought down by number 22, John Heston Powers.
So first down again for the Wildcats.
And number 48, Penn Camp.
See if they come out in this extreme I formation. They stay in it. 3 big, that looked like some motion up front, but Drew Lamb is going to tackle the quarterback. It looked like the offense thought it was motion. They didn't run that play as aggressively as they usually are, but Drew Lamb gets in the backfield, and it's going to be a quarterback sack.
Drew Lamb.
Going to be backed up to about the 42, so going to be second down and 15 to go.
Second down.
We're going with Power I.
I was about to say, my high school back in the day, old school,
way back,
ran the Power I, and I guess that's
with
that's
3 backs.
I guess that's what we no. We ran 2 backs.
Right, I know. That's going to be motion on number. They've got 59 and 54 in the backfield.
But the source of that information being the football mind Russell Wilson makes me think that he's right, but it's not the Power I. I mean, basically what they've got is you've got the guy that might be at a wing in the Power I in a vertical. I'm going to go with some sort of I because it definitely looks like it could be a lowercase L.
We'll go with that. Whatever it is, it's not
working.
working.
We're not going with what Don Brock said because
it's not working.
He's trying to get my job.
It's not working at the moment. They're going back to a natural shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers. Pump fake again. He's got a man, gets behind the but Brock Jacobson, well, it looked like it hit him right there in the hands, but he
caught it out of bounds.
Was out of bounds. That Lipscomb, he pumped, and then he kind of pumped again, Hank. I think we had a step on they had a step on Dubard. Jacobson comes over to help out and arrived in time.
I think he if he'd have thrown it on the second pump fake, he may have had a better time.
Luckily, we didn't get a call to face guard in there, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know that we could do what we did, but rules vary a little bit.
Third down, and that's going to be a timeout. You mentioned Russell. Russell is not here tonight, and we give him all our thoughts and prayers. He lost his dad, so his dad
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so Russell, all the best. Hopefully we can bring this one home for you. You
Russell,
appear to be watching.
Yeah, I was wondering why you weren't on the pregame on the radio. Now I know. So God bless and condolences.
Timeout by the Wildcats. Third down and 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to give a special thanks and a shout out to Webster's.
Maybe some more Mustangs are filing in.
As always, we appreciate the support from Webster's.
See, I was looking at the Heritage might be watching us tonight, Hank, you think? Might be keeping an eye on this game?
They might be. They might be chilling. I don't know. They just played us last week. I'm sure they would like to see if we want to put in new wrinkles.
Heritage came to Pilla last week and won a hard-fought game, and the winner of this game will travel to Columbus. That will be even a longer trip for Silliman. But hopefully it will be Pilla traveling over there. Empty set here, 5 wide receivers for Lipscomb.
Third and many. Oh, goodness.
Has a man wide open in the middle, 24, tackled by Brock Jacobson. 24 is
You just
Kevin
can't allow
Wyndham.
that. I mean, we're third and whatever it was, 16, 19, and we have all these guys back here playing zone.
I'm trying to
and
see
they
what
didn't send but one guy in the middle.
Yeah, this was a guy in the near slot here, Hank, 24 right there, and he gets.
Yeah, we've got to do better than that. Either the safety's got to come up or the
linebacker's got to get a little deeper.
Go with him, yeah, one of the two. But you could have landed a helicopter in there.
That's right. First down and 10. Wildcats continue this drive, get back to their power eye. Going to pitch at 254. He's got running room on the left side, cuts it back across the middle, and he's going to be held on there by Drake Alderman. Going to be close to another first down, Hank.
On the carry.
Yeah, the Wildcats are moving the ball well. Russell, thank you for the diagram. I agree. It looks like a power eye, but what we called the power eye did not have
Russell,
quarterback followed by 3 people.
Heritage circa 19.
He should know because he coached against me. That's how old he is. He's really old.
He was a coach?
Yeah.
I mean, a coach back in those days. 54 gets the carry on the sweep to the right. Going to be enough for the first down at about the 12-yard line.
54, Isaac Garbo on the carry.
Need to tighten up here on defense. Wildcats trying to tie this game up early in the contest. 5:43 to go first quarter. Stay in the eye. Fudge, that is a slow developing keeper, and he just is not getting touched there. Got a lot of blockers.
Owen Fudge, the ball carrier. He's brought down by number 8, Drake Alderman, and number 22, John Heston Powers.
They're just loading up one side and putting a hat on the hat, and there's not enough people over there to make the tackle. So it will be second down and 2. That's going to be a timeout. Mustangs, probably a good timeout by Coach Crowder to kind of regroup and settle your defensive unit down and see if they can't force a
Matt Neely, president of the
turnover on downs or a field goal try at
and
least.
all of our Booster Club members for what they do across campus. If you're not a member of the Booster Club, please be sure and join today. And if you want to know what the Booster Club does, just drive around campus and look at all the facility improvements.
Yeah, so this is the eye we ran.
Right.
Where you've got a wing back.
And one offset.
Offset,
right.
Yeah, and and it says there's variations of it. So I will say that we'll give Russell credit. It's one of the variations.
One of the variations of the power eye.
And
Fair
we'll
enough.
not give Don Brock credit for calling it the Maryland eye.
Who knows what the Maryland eye is?
Don, you stick to comedy.
Don, one of the stars of the pep rally today, Hank. If you hadn't seen it,
I haven't seen it, but I'll bet it's good.
Not sure what Don is. That is his last senior pep rally, unless he's just going to do pep rallies in his spare time in the coming years. But he went out with a bang. Second down and 1. 5:11 to go first quarter. Fudge pitches to number 54, and he is a load and not able to bring him down. 54 is
54,
Isaac Garba.
Isaac Garba takes it in for the touchdown.
So Wildcats on the heels of a big 3rd down and 19 conversion, Hank, where the Mustangs should have gotten off to do that, give up the touchdown.
Absolutely. You had them where you want them. And, you know, we had a problem last week getting last week or Starkville, one of the two, where we couldn't get off the field on 3rd and long.
PAT will be attempted by number 74, Boston Bentley.
Thank you. All right, Coach McCarty's in the house.
Short kick, but it carries the upright, and the Wildcats will take a 1-point lead, 7-6. Mustangs have run one offensive play tonight, so we'll kind of see what they've got an answer for, the Wildcats here.
With the minds of Trip McCarty and Russell Wilson texting in, you folks are in for a treat. Okay, so he agrees with Don. He says the Maryland Eye unbalanced.
The Maryland Eye unbalanced, but it seems to be balanced.
Right now, it seems to be working. That's the problem.
Well, see something new, or at least I see something new every game. So Wildcats will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Number 11, Colby Morris, will kick to the Mustangs. Back to receive is Charlie Robbins and Hayes Bennett. Kind of see what the Wildcats have in mind. They saw Hayes. They saw Hayes' speed firsthand a minute ago, Hank. I don't know if they want to kick to him.
We've got the middle tier of our kick team way up.
This is interesting.
This is a pooch kick. Perfect. Now they're going to kick it to Hayes. Let's see what happens.
Hayes gets it at the 22. Going to run to the left side. He's got a little running room, but it's going to be stacked up there by number 34, Evan Wiley.
Yeah, we needed to bust that one out to the side a little bit more. 34 made a nice play to close down on what Hayes thought he saw and made a good form tackle and stopped him in his tracks at about the 27-yard line. So we got a kick to Hayes. That's what we wanted, and didn't get much out.
1st and 10, Mustangs at the 27-yard line. Their own 27, I should say. Dane Sanford with Drew Lamb at quarterback. Hayes Bennett in the pistol formation. Dane Sanford's wide open and he can't catch the ball. Drew just kind of waited a little too late to deliver it and then kind of threw it behind him, but still a ball that Dane should catch. May have tried to get upfield before he corralled that ball.
Yeah, that's on Dane. We were fortunate that wasn't we should have thrown it just a hair sooner, but that's right in his hands, and fortunately it wasn't intercepted.
That's right.
He kind of got batted up in the air, and the defender was keying on Dane.
That was a good play call there by Coach Crowder. And,
excellent.
Maybe come back to that later in the game. Then we're going to go same formation with Dane to Drew's right.
Yep, we went early out here.
The receiver.
Yeah, John Heston went early. This will be offside. Oh,
they called it on them. Shows what you know, Hank.
Let's look and see.
May have lined up in the neutral zone. That's only I didn't see him jump.
Yeah.
So Mustangs fortunate to get a call there, and going to be 2nd down and 5 after the 5-yard penalty.
John Heston got such a good jump, but it obviously was neutral zone. No one moved, so that's good. 2nd and 5.
Give this to Hayes again, and he has got running room. Going to be right at the 1st down stick at the 38-yard line. That is right where the marker is. Let's see if they mark him a little short of that. Now they're going to call it a 1st down. So Hayes has gotten 2 rushes tonight. Dane has yet to get a carry. He got a ball thrown to him. So, you know, it seems like in the past couple of games, especially in the Starkville game and then Heritage, Dane has come out and I think defenses adjust and are able to kind of key on him like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, 34 just made another good tackle there.
So So the more
Evan Wiley,
the more looks you can give to him, the more effective Dane will be when you do give it to him.
There's no doubt.
2nd down and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Taylor.
Silliman on their roster, Hank, they got some 9th graders listed on there. Of course, the Mustangs are dressing out, I think, 5 9th graders right now, but got a lot of players.
Yeah, I was noticing we both have about 50 dressed out for tonight's game. Of course, 9th graders have moved up in some cases.
Pass out to John Heston, makes the first man miss, makes
nice
the second
move.
man miss, gets across the 50, out to the 45, maybe just short, but that is going to be a first down.
Number 22, John Heston.
Very nice
Powers.
throw and catch there, and then some nice yak for John Heston afterwards with 2 moves that brought in extra yards. It'll be first down Mustangs over into Wildcat territory at the 45-yard line.
You know, when the Mustangs are clicking on all cylinders, they're getting the ball to John Heston, getting the ball to Brock, who are 2 reliable receivers, and then you got Hayes and Dane back there behind a good offensive line. The Mustangs have they put it all together. It's a good formula. Drew Lamb under center, gives to Dane. He fights his way up near the 40, going to be tackled about the 41. Almost slipped through there and broke that, Hank.
Yeah, Stone Town kind of hung on and brought Dane down. I think if he'd have broken that tackle, he may have taken it.
Stone Town.
Stone Town.
Lamb went under center that play, which is unusual. Going to stay under center. J.C. Gerard and Dane Sanford. Give us to Dane. He's bottled up there by number 7, Brooks Taylor. He's going to quit trying to call these formations because everybody lines up in a different place.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
He's brought down by number 59, Mark Ryan.
Looks like they're keying on Dane.
Which Mustangs have to be able to adjust to that. You know, you take one thing away, you show them that you've got other weapons to exploit.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs.
2 minutes to go first quarter. Lamb stays under center. Fake to Sanford. Lamb rolls around. Got Jack Kirk deep, and it's going to be picked off.
Intercepted. Oh.
They call it out of bounds?
Yeah, thank goodness.
Lucky got a foot in.
Boy, I'm glad we don't have review.
Watch 30 here, Hank.
Lamb's pass goes incomplete.
So
he was out. He was out.
He was out of bounds. Yeah. So Mustangs will be forced to punt. Ball placed at the 40-yard line. Interesting, they're punting here early in the game, I guess. Try to change field position.
See if we have a fake in the house, in the playbook. It's not a fake, and it's
not a great punt, but it may take a Mustang bounce. It's going to be out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I like the field position play because it looks like, as you said, it'll be around the 10, 90 yards for the the Wildcats to go. But boy, we're going to have to do a better job stopping Silliman, because once they got in that, we'll call it the eye, they really were just able to, rip off 5-10 yards at a pop, and then fortunate to have him 3rd and 19 and got a little too soft on our zone there.
Short of the big 3rd down conversion, it was not chunk plays. It was just consistent gains on the ground. Staying in the I formation with
same play.
That number is. That is number 12. It's a big Stone Town.
2nd and 5, gain of 5. So yeah, we're just not. You're not able to. We're not getting any push. 2 lead blockers, and nothing fancy about what they're doing. Of course,
I don't see.
I think they'll. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was going to say Mustang's going to have to load up the box a little bit more and put some more players there to put some.
And then they'll adjust to.
That's right.
With a fake or something, but a little different. Still, main thing is they're keeping a lot of players in the backfield for lead blocking. There's your fake run pass, and it's going to be thrown away. Everybody was covered there. Nothing fooling the Mustangs on that one. So with 54 seconds remaining in the first, it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. Mustangs need to get off the field here and hopefully get away with some good field position, trailing 6-7. In case you're joining us late, Mustangs forced a 3-and-out on the first series and took the first play. Hayes Bennett, 74 yards, I believe it was. 79 yards for a touchdown.
Wow.
Wow, we're just going to have to. That is way too much cushion. I don't know if that's what we're calling it.
They have one receiver in the formation, so you're not throwing it to anybody.
That's my point.
But him.
Yeah, I mean,
or you got two receivers, but
you're not, it's not like they're running 4 or 5 out there, and we're just going to have to do better than that.
First down, Wildcats. 31 seconds to go. Clock running. Ball placed at the 23, at their own 23. Wildcats kind of deliberate about their pace. Everybody inside the hash marks there. Going to get a quarterback keeper around the left side and is going to be pushed out of bounds there at the 27-yard line. Another gain of about 5, Hank.
Knocked out of bounds by number 2, Hayes Bennett.
Yeah, it's just coming too easy.
Yeah, we're not getting not getting hands on them until they've gotten, positive yards. Again, you're gonna have to get some penetration at the point of attack. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Well, let's turn it around and see if that makes a difference. Maybe go a different way will help.
Well, we'll certainly give it a shot. We'll be right back here after the break and be back for the second quarter. Mustangs trail 7-6.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist,
but I know a thing or two about.
All right, we are back. Hank Reichley, Jonathan Mills, Hartley Kittle, John Benuzowitz for
Want to give a special
likely be our last time at Bill Davis Field. Something kind of crazy would have to happen for us to come back here. But
I plan on coming back
this season.
This season.
Okay. Well, I hope it works out.
I would assume that we win tonight. We beat Heritage. That would be
you take their spot. All right, well, we'll do that.
I guess that's the way it works.
In New York City.
Got to win this one first before we go anywhere else, right?
That's right.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, coming at you, Hank. Trying to get a football to the upper level. I think low.
It looks like 1.
Yeah, Kenan Caruth, senior. So with here, I would assume they're going to back, and he is open, and he catches the ball. What a call. Brock Jacobson throws him out of bounds into Mustang territory.
You got to give it to him. It looked like the ball had a lot of air under it, but then I looked down and saw that the quarterback coming out of the backfield had a lot of cushion.
Well, that was neat. And there. I think if you can get him out of that set into this more spread out formation, it's more comfortable for the Mustang defense. So if you can keep him out of that, Lipscomb pumps, throws it towards John Heston, and it's going to be an interference call on John Heston. Just had a little too much.
As intended to number 1, Kenan Caruth goes incomplete.
Caruth is going to be down again, but he's getting up. Just kind of was a little too much hands there, maybe.
Brock Jacobson in the coverage for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it was obviously before.
Yeah, still a first down. New set of down.
Yes, you generally would have a mismatch there, but not really a mismatch on John Heston.
That's right. That's
for the Wildcats.
But that was no read there. That was going to be thrown no matter what.
Shotgun formation for Lipscomb.
Mustangs are going to come in and get a sack.
Hayden Pilla.
Attaboy, Hayden Pilla.
On cue, just what the Mustangs needed right there, Hank. Get a little pressure.
Number 57, Hayden Pillow.
I believe Hayden's got a little bit of a...
He just kind of went through his hands, intended for number 40, Weston Wales.
Yeah, Mustangs have got to play this one here. You're not in field goal range unless they have a really good field goal kicker, but you figure in 4-down territory, so this isn't necessarily going to be trying to get it all here. Something like a screen. So far, good play calling here by the Wildcat coaching staff.
Empty,
5 wide.
Yeah, empty set again. High snap. Lipscomb
going.
Just don't touch him, and it's overthrown, intended for Owen Fudge. And Brock Mapleson in coverage.
Number 11.
See 4 coming off the field. Thinking. Nope, I don't see it unless the punter's already on the field.
That brings up 4th down.
4th and long. 4th and 17.
Here comes the punt team. I think that's the right call. If I'm them,
well, I agree. It was slow developing. I saw several folks run off, but I didn't see anybody run on to replace them.
Wildcats already shown they got some tricks up their sleeves, so
yeah.
we'll see. But I don't know. 4th and 17 is the fake punt distance. It is a fake punt, and he's open, and they caught it.
It's a touchdown. No, it's not a touchdown. I quick called him good.
Wow. These guys came to win, Hank.
These guys came to roll the dice.
Knocked out of bounds by number 2, Hayes Bennett, along with number 21.
Yeah, Hayes
got to be aware there.
Hayes Bennett and Elliott Flowers tackle him out of bounds about the 2.
Now, you know, you got to, as the Mustangs, you got to be prepared in all these instances to say these guys have some tricks up their sleeve and they're able to execute them.
That's right.
And you just got to play smart.
You got to stay at home. Give his 212 Stone Town, and he walks in. Touchdown Wildcats. So, and 2 drives, Hank, a 3rd and 19 they convert, and a 4th and 17 they convert. And that's the story of this game so far.
That's how you get down 13-6 real quick.
You know, I think Silliman probably comes in and looks at the athletes that the Mustangs have and said, you know, they may not be sure that they can line up and just run toe-to-toe with the Mustangs and think they got to come up here and take some chances and let it all kind of hang out and see what happens, and that's what they're doing, and the Mustangs need to respond. Kick is good.
Good.
Extra point is good by number 74, Boston Bentley.
Boston Bentley's extra point is good. 14-6. Wildcats score 14 unanswered after the Mustangs score on the first play from scrimmage and unable to do much since. Not panic time here. The Mustangs just kind of got to regroup and
it's not panic time, but it's time to
it's time to respond for sure.
Respond and get your head on straight. Best defense is a good offense. Keep the ball out of their hands because other than the first series, we haven't been able to stop them, regardless of what the down and distance was. So, time for the Mustangs to have a successful drive and hopefully sustain the drive for a little bit. Give your guys that aren't going both ways some rest and just, again, keep that Wildcat offense off the field.
Again, thanks to the playoff sponsors, which Mr. Banu is going to show you during some breaks tonight. You know who you are.
And we appreciate you.
Absolutely. They kicked it deep to Hayes last time. They challenged the Mustangs return man, and he wasn't able to break free. I don't know that I'd keep rolling the dice. I hope they do.
I hope they do. We'll try it and see.
They're kicking it up again, and Hayes is coming up. Charlie, one of the 2. Hayes gets it going to the right. He's got running room. They're a good tackling team right now.
Number 2, Hayes Bennett on the return for the Mustangs.
That's really what I thought they would do the first time because we're given a huge gap.
Right.
Hayes brought down by number 5.
So, as you said, time for the Mustangs to respond.
get the ball at their own 30-yard line. J.C. Gerard coming off the field. See if the Mustangs spread it out here. J.C. is usually the up back in the running situation. They will go 4 wides. 3 to the near side. John Heston decides he needs to go to the far side. Dane Sanford, you may spread it out and see him give to Dane here, Hank. Drew decided he didn't like what he saw and tried to tuck it, and not enough time there.
Number 12, Drew Lamb with the ball for the
He
Mustangs.
was wanting to go to Brock on the slant, and they covered Hayes in the flats, and just
everybody was covered, and we had
right.
pressure on us as well.
Going to be a loss of 10. Going to be 2nd and 20.
He had the safety man in the flats there, but I guess the corner or somebody was coming up to play that ball. So, wow, 2nd and a mile, 2nd and 20.
It looked to me that Hayes was kind of a decoy in that play, and he wanted to get the slant to Brock, and that wasn't open. That was well covered. Lane Harper in the middle of going to give to Dane. He's got running room, needs to be blocked on this side, and it is pretty well by the receivers, and that's going to be getting most of that loss back and then some. Or all of that loss back, I should say. Bring up 3rd and kind of manageable, Hank.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, short 6.
3rd down.
You know, we hadn't been able to give him the ball much. I think it's time to, say, Dane, we're about to put it on your back and see if you can't get us a touchdown here.
It needs a little daylight, though.
That's right.
Can't get hit in the backfield.
Mustangs stay in the trips to the near side. John Heston, he's got one-on-one out there. If you want to throw it up, you're going to cut it inside. Throws it deep to Hayes. He's got a step, and he runs under it and can't, just off his fingertips.
Hey, look, I'll say this. That ball was overthrown. Hayes did a good job to catch up to it, but it hit him right in the hands. But he had exerted a lot of pressure, effort just to get there. Ooh, it's been a nice catch.
Yeah, it would have been. He had the step on the 2 defenders there. So Mustangs come up empty on this drive. Going to punt it on the 4th down play, 4th and 6 from their own 34. Good kick by Dane. Going to fall there at the 24, take a Wildcat bounce. John Heston is there to down it at the 25. So Mustang offense unable to put up any first downs. Going to call on your defense again, Hank, and try to, again, first drive, they convert a 3rd and 19, second drive, a 4th and 17. They've got them into positions. They just got to finish these defensive drives.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to ask you to join me as we congratulate the Pillow Academy Junior High Girls Cross Country Team for winning the MAIS State Championship this week.
Fantastic.
Congratulations again to the Pillow Academy Junior High Girls Cross Country.
Junior High Girls Cross Country wins the state championship this week. Congratulations.
Send Tate Dubart out. We're going to throw underneath the screen. Dane Sanford can't get him. Ball's on the ground, but he's able to kind of comes right back to him. A fortuitous bounce, and they're going to get it at the 30-yard line.
Matter of fact, it got him another yard or so.
That's
he had
right.
to chase the ball down as it went forward.
A turnover is what the Mustangs desperately need right now. That would change kind of the momentum in this side of the field, but not to be. 2nd down and 5 to go. Not sure if Dane knocked that out when he was trying to tackle him, or he just kind of maybe pulled his arm and slung it out.
Yeah, Dane kind of had him for a moment there, but he got through his arm tackle, and I don't know if he was able to pull his arm down, but it bounced right back to him.
That's going to be illegal procedure on the tight end on the far side. Going to back him up 5, so they'll get that 5 yards right back.
I'll start on the Wildcats.
They're bringing this receiver, Hank, all the way as far as he can go. Either you're going to have one-on-one or you're completely taking one player out of the formation.
Right.
So that's Wildcats huddle up, 2nd down and 10 after the false start. Try to hard count the Mustangs. Going to be great. Good job, Tate. Tate is a good tackler, but they just Dane came on a blitz. They let him through and threw it right behind him.
Yeah, that's, again, we talked about the fact that they like to run the screen game, and they've done it to perfection.
That's 1st down for the Wildcats.
Mustangs right now just don't have much of an answer for this Wildcat offense. I'm really mixing up the formations.
Yeah, they are
mixing
doing
up the
a good
plays.
job keeping you kind of on your heels.
Oh, absolutely. Been very unpredictable. The only time they've been predictable was in that eye, and they've pretty much, in that case, manhandled us with the 2 lead blockers.
1st and 10 at the 36. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Give is to number 11, Andrew Brock giving chase and unable to bring him down, and Dane Sanford
Number
finishes
11,
him off.
Colby Morris with the ball for the Wildcats.
Yeah, again,
Brought down by
had
number 8,
a hand
Rick
on the
Alderman,
runner for no
number 6,
gain.
Dane Sanford.
They're good at breaking arm tackles.
3-yard gain.
Running hard. Seem to be playing more inspired than the Mustangs, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe so. Tate Gailey comes on. Hayden Pilla, Drew Lamb come off. A lot of guys on the line of scrimmage here, Hank. Everybody in a tight set. 2nd down and 7. Give is to number 11, Andrew Brock.
There's
stands
Andrew
him
Brock.
up right there. Good job, Andrew.
Andrew didn't let him go then.
Colby Morris, the ball carrier.
Short gain, another 3rd down. Opportunity to get off the field and to force a punt.
3rd down.
Or what we hope would be a punt.
Lots of subs. Look at all the subs coming off the field. 5 of them.
For the Wildcats?
Yeah, they subbed 5 folks. And I think if I'm, let's see here, if I'm right. Yeah, this is where they got their bigger backs in, is what I thought. That the guys with the 5s on their jerseys.
That's right. The offensive line in the backfield.
Watch
Fudge
the hard
is the
count
quarterback.
here now.
He's going to keep it at follow. His blocker's going to be short of the first down. That's right. Going to be at the 45.
15,
needs another yard. We'll see what they do here. I expect a hard count maybe and then a timeout.
Yeah, hard count for sure.
That brings up 4th down.
But I
wouldn't be surprised if they run a
think
play.
they're gonna go for it. Yeah. The only reason you wouldn't is because you stopped us, other than the first play of the game.
Play clock down to 10 seconds. Fudge brings
Mustangs
his
have to be
team.
disciplined here. There was no hard count.
They run a sweep, and he's got all the running room in the world. Cuts it back. Runs pretty good for a 54.
Yeah. John Heston comes in here. Look right here.
54, Isaac Garbo on the carry.
He comes in. He's the guy that's got to seal the edge.
Yeah, he just kind of crashes.
Just crashes and gets double teamed, and easy peasy.
1st and 10 into Mustang territory at the 35.
You got to come in, and you can't. Yeah, we don't need to come in that tight. You got to set the edge.
Pitch again to the back is Stone Town, and he bounces a Mustang defender off of him and
12,
gets more
Stone
yards.
Town
Tough running
the
there
ball
by
for the
Stone
Wildcats.
Town. 2nd down and short.
He's stopped by number 7.
3 minutes
JC
and 4
Gerard.
seconds to go in the first
And
half.
John Heston Powers.
First round of MAIS playoffs. Mustangs trailing 14-6, and Wildcats threatening to extend that lead. Getting near the red zone here. They're going to pitch it again to 12, and he's not got much there, but he
got enough,
didn't he?
Number 12, Stone Town, the ball carrier. He's brought down by number 18, Tate Gailey. As 1st down for the Wildcats.
Lawson Steed, Hayden Pilla coming on. Going to be timeout on the field. Timeout Mustangs. Their 2nd timeout of the first half.
Timeout.
It will be.
Mustangs.
What are you telling your defense here, Hank?
Well,
step up.
I think step up. I think it. Right now, it's hard to guess what they're going to do unless they're in that I formation, and I think we've just got to. I think we got to pin our ears back from anybody that's not having to cover receiver, doesn't have coverage responsibilities. We just got to come harder up the field. But with that, having said that, if you've got a responsibility to seal the edge, cover someone, you've got to respect the fact that they're calling good plays right now. But just got to be more aggressive on the front end and get some penetration.
Absolutely.
Oh, I don't know that we've had more than 2 or 3 where we've actually hit the running back in the backfield. It seems like most of the time we just sort of seeing the white jerseys move forward and we're getting a hand on the runner 2 or 3 yards down the field.
Mustang crowd get behind their team. Give
That's
his
just a straight
254, and he's going to fall forward for about 3. Going to get inside the 20-yard line, so he's in the red zone.
You got to give credit to the Wildcat up front, and they're pretty big up front. Looking at it now, of course, they're in the white uniforms that always make you look a little bigger, but 77's a right tackle over here. Jude Reed is a 10th grader only. He looks to be the largest man on the field. But 70 and 77, both on that right side, are sizable fellas.
Yep.
Bootleg pass,
keeps it and
touchdown.
got a man wide open, and if he catches
Goodness
it, it's
gracious.
a touchdown.
Boy.
We just lost right now, Hank.
Yeah, we are lost.
He's coming off the tight end, and they hadn't thrown it to the tight end yet. And
I mean, no one even looks at the tight end and thinks anything of him. Great play calling by the Wildcats.
Avarius Dwin.
Touchdown Wildcats.
But, you know, these are good play calls that obviously are being executed very
That's
well.
right. And they're, nothing crazy, just executing them and calling them at the right time and catching us off guard. Kind of did what you were talking about, is, penetrating there, and then maybe they.
But, again, somebody's got the responsibility
that's right.
of.
You got to keep them.
I'll tell you this.
Discipline.
I'll tell you this. The way the offense for the Wildcats is moving, until the Mustangs can do something offensively to get the ball away from them, and it's going to be a long night. And
Yeah,
so you got your defense is getting eaten up, but your offense has done nothing other than the first touchdown.
Yeah, you got to keep your defense off the field for a little bit. Let them get a breather and put some pressure on them from the offensive standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not scoring and they are, it's going to be a long night.
Mustangs go down 21-6 after scoring the first touchdown. What looked like it may be, more of the same after that, but the Wildcats were able to convert a long third down, and then convert a fake punt, and then just kind of really assert themselves on the offense there and push the ball down the field and score a touchdown on a 19-yard touchdown pass to number 28, Dwin, I'm sorry. So Mustangs needs a spark here. We'll see if Hayes Bennett can be the spark here. They've been kicking it to him. See if we can't make them pay for that. Kick it to him again. Hayes is going to get it right at the 15. Going to bring it to the left side this time. See if we can't catch a block. He's got a good block, got a little room. Gets across the 35 and down to about the 37. Good
nice
field
return.
position there.
Number
That's
2,
right.
Hayes Bennett on the return for the Mustangs. Hayes brought down by number 11, Colby Morris.
He got a little wider on that one, which is where his biggest advantage is going to be.
That's right. Getting to the corners and seeing if he can't get the edge. So Mustangs will take over there at their own 30. Let's see. Hadn't placed the ball down. Looks like the sticks are at about 38.
Yeah. Look, it's not time to panic, but it's time to focus, and it's time to have a sustained drive here with 1:59 seconds to go before half. Sideline warning against the Wildcats.
They're going to mark it off. They're going to call a personal foul.
Oh, wow. Maybe so.
That's a 15-yard penalty. That's a
helps.
big penalty. That gets us into Wildcat territory for, other than the Hayes Bennett run, that's the first time we've run a play from their side of the field. Drew Lamb and Dane Sanford in the backfield. J.C. Girard in the up back position. Kind of what we've seen most of the year from the Mustangs. Give is to, we're going to call that dead. There's a flag, offsides on the.
Flag on the play.
Is that a pink flag he's throwing?
It is a pink flag, yes. I love it. That's 20 yards of offense for the Mustangs.
That's right.
All sides on the Wildcats.
Change this momentum up. Was that it was a handoff to Dane, wasn't it? Kind of a sweep to the right.
First down and 5 from the 43, so you're getting yardage without running any time off the clock. Lamb gives it to Sanford, well blocked on the right side. Dane gonna fall across the first down yard to gain.
Sanford, the ball carrier.
Clock's gonna stop there with 1:50 to go until they reset the sticks.
He's brought down by number 5, Parker Blunt.
Parker Blunt
That's first down,
on the tackle for the Wildcats.
Mustangs.
First down Mustangs. Mustangs clock is running now. It's gonna be 1:40 to go when they get to the line.
Everybody seems to be confused about the play call. All the linemen are trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing.
As the clock is running here. Lamb takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws to...
Confusing about who we're supposed to block, too. 54 comes from the defensive, basically the nose tackle, and just straight through. Lawson didn't get much of a block on him, and no time for Drew.
Looks like the pass was trying to get it out to J.C. Gerard in the on the sidelines there. So that clock will stop with 1:21 to go, second down and 10. Lamb back to pass, throws a screen to Sanford, and he's runs right into the guy. The guy was on the ground. Dane couldn't see him. He was turned around, but 52 is Brett Siebert, and he just was at the right place. You know, he gets blocked to the ground almost, but stays on his feet enough to tackle him, I guess. So good job there by the defender.
Made a play.
That's right, third down and 10. Clock running with 57 seconds to go. Mustangs with one timeout. Third down and 10.
That's going to be a nice gain, probably a touchdown.
Yeah, that's I don't know, I guess little screens or passes to Dane that you were unable to convert one, and made a good play on the second one. Lamb throws it to, intended for Jacobson, kind of a wobbly pass. Not sure if he got it tipped or not, but Jacobson unable to make a play on that, just kind of was outside of his reach. Mustangs take their final timeout. Going to be fourth down and 10 with 34 seconds to go. Really need to get some points out of this drive here. Try to just get the first down here, Hank, and then I don't think you have to go throw it deep here. You're going to be out of timeouts, but the clock will stop with a first down.
Yeah, I like something to the sideline. Mustangs really need to get some points. Get the ball back. Of course, last week we got the ball back, and that didn't do as much good. But
that's right.
You'd like to get some points here and get the ball back.
Lamb back to pass.
Better time there.
Throws it up to John Heston, see if he can't make an adjustment, and he does, and he's going to have tackled at the 1.
Oh, they're going to say he didn't fall in?
He didn't fall in. His
okay.
backside landed at the 1.
Let's look right here.
He takes it down to the 1-foot line.
40 was just kind of running with him. Anyway, nice catch, nice concentration.
Yeah, interesting here, Hank. You don't have you got to, I don't know if you want to throw it here. You can't stop the clock.
Spike the ball. Or you
just going to sneak it, and I don't know if he's going to get it in. And they're.
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Mustang.
I don't see a flag is going to be thrown. I don't see a touchdown signal.
How can it? I mean, he's in the end zone walking around with the ball.
I don't see it. Yeah, he is there. Still no touchdown. I don't know if they blew the whistle. They threw a flag. This is going to be a terrible call if it is against the Mustangs. Terrible for the Mustangs. I'm not sure if it was an accurate call, but it is a flag on the field. Personal foul on the Mustangs. Second down.
Personal foul on the Mustangs with the man in the end zone with no touchdown call, because if
you want to call a personal foul, call it after the play, give us the touchdown, and then
what is the call? I mean, I don't understand it. I would have a lot more questions about that.
Nobody up here seems to understand what they called, but Drew Lamb is back to pass, throws it to throws it behind Lane Harper. Mustangs kind of crumbling here, Hank. Second down, the ref, I don't understand what that call was. Somebody's going to have to explain that to me.
Russell says you can't push into the end zone. Well, that must be a high school rule, because I've seen it plenty on TV.
I know.
So, wow, Mustangs have one more.
That is going to be timeout called by the Wildcats. Mustangs going to have one more play.
Timeout on the Wildcats.
I mean,
that's the only play that makes sense, because it was way after the play.
You can't push into the end zone in high school. Somebody has to give me a list of these rules.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of when I've seen that recently.
Well, like Russell said, the Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart to USC, I believe, is against Notre Dame years ago, but they do it all the time now. You see college teams put a large offensive lineman in the fullback position, and the quarterback sneak and just kind of push him across the line to gain.
Because, wow. So, last opportunity for the Mustangs.
Mustangs go trips to the near side. Jacobson, Bennett, and Powers throw it up to John Heston, see if he can make a play, and he does!
Touchdown, Mustangs!
Wow. John Heston is making plays. Watch this, Hank. He was good.
He's covered.
Well-thrown ball by Drew. Just gives his man a chance, and
good concentration.
Defender never turned around, and John Heston had his eye on the ball and high-pointed it. And
provided by our friends at Cannon Motor Company
can't
just
say enough how big that is.
No, you can't. But that's a mismatch, because the guy has coverage on him, but it's about an 8-inch height difference. And that's something you'd hope we could continue to exploit there. But good throw by Drew, and he had some time to make the throw. And just nice concentration by John Heston to bring it in. 2-point conversion.
Mustang's going to try to go for two, get that two back. Going to pitch it to Dane. He's trying to get to the corner, and he does.
Do it.
That is going to play. The Mustangs going to end the half on a huge momentum-boosting touchdown and 2-point conversion. So where are we there, Hank?
That is just adding to his points in the career. So let's see. Just look at that. So first off, for the Mustangs, they close out the half to cut the lead of the Wildcats by 2-7. 21-14, Mustangs will go into halftime trailing, but really a big play there at the end of the game. Couple plays that should help with the Mustangs if they can go in and figure something out on defense. At halftime, Mustangs will be coming back out to get the ball.
They will receive the ball. That's right. So we'll be here for the halftime festivities. We'll see. I assume you got some. That's going to be some young ladies from Silliman, and then Mustang cheerleaders and dance team will perform. So
let me just say, you had asked what that was. So Dane Stanford needs 6 points to tie the most points scored in a season. That will get 2 of them, and he adds to his record of most points in a career. Goes from 222 to 224.
All right. We'll be back for the second half in about 20 minutes.
Perfect. Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect. Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect. Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank, together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect. Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the...
All right, let's give another round of applause for your Pill Academy varsity dance team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, your Pill Academy varsity cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for your Pill Academy varsity cheerleaders.
Get your money moving. Guarantee Bank together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about...
Perfect. Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Ready to get your money moving? Zelle is fast, safe, and an easy way to send money in minutes to friends, family, and others you trust. And it's now available in the Guarantee Bank mobile app. Enroll today and get your money moving. Guarantee Bank together with Zelle. Guarantee Bank, member FDIC.
Transactions typically occur in minutes when the recipient's email address or U.S. mobile number is already enrolled with Zelle. Mobile carrier fees may apply. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC.
It's harvest time for farmers across the state of Mississippi. So into the tractors and off to the fields they go. And that means you might come face to face with one on your rural roadways. For their safety and yours, please slow down and give these tractors and other farm equipment the space they need. You may even have to move off the road for a moment. Just like you, they want to do their job and return safely to their homes and their loved ones. This message brought to you by your Delta area Farm Bureau families.
Farming is more than a livelihood. It's a legacy. Simplot was founded by a hardworking farmer like you over 90 years ago, and we've been growing America's farms for generations. With local crop advisors grounded in your success, Simplot Grower Solutions is in your fields and by your side. We dig in deep to pinpoint what you need, where you need it, when you need it, even when the forecast is unpredictable.
I may be an orthodontist.
We are back, getting ready for the second half. About 2 minutes to go. We talked about other action going on tonight. The winner of this game is going to travel to Columbus next week. Bio Academy is on the road at Oak Forest. Lamar School is hosting St. Joe of Madison. And Starkville is hosting Leak. Hank, you got a report from there, 14-0 Leak at halftime. Kind of a surprising score.
Yeah, so right now our district that's hosting playoff games here in Highway 82, Pillow, and Starkville. Both are trailing lesser seeds. 14-0 for Leak. Leak and Silliman were only separated by 0.05 points or 0.25 power points. That could have been who we were playing. Sounds like Leak's having a good night. Speaking of districts, there's a redistricting this year, and for the Mustangs next year, going into the football season, we will be in a district with one less school. Washington is moving out. I believe they're moving down a classification. And then in all of overall 5A, I guess that would leave us with 16 teams unless somebody moved up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Park Place is going to be, you're going to have one. You probably, I assume we probably would still play Washington, but it won't be a district game.
That's right.
You'll have one less district game to play. That would be an easy scheduling.
And I don't want to say this incorrectly, but I think when I read it locally, Carroll was moving down from 4A to 3A,
as was Indianola.
And Indianola, okay, but Delta Streets was moving up to.
They're moving up to 4A.
To 4A. So locally, we're the only ones not shifting.
That's right. Carroll will be in a class with Class 3A with Carroll, Columbus Christian, Kirk, Marshall, North Delta, Winona. Indianola will be with Benton, Canton, Central Holmes, and Silver Bay.
And that's 3A, right?
That is correct.
So Kirk also went down. So we're everybody around us except for us was moving around a bit. Delta Streets moved up, and
the way I understand it, they redistrict every 2 years, and for football, they count your male students.
They do.
So
I think it's 8th through 11th grade.
That's correct. So we'll be in. That'll stay the same for 2 more years. So your 6A schools will be all your Jackson schools and Hattiesburg PCS down there. So Mustangs.
Madison St. Joe has not been dominant in 5A, and then they're going to go get some 6A football. So,
and they hadn't been. They were in MAIS for 2 years, and before they moved out of the MHSAA, and then get bumped up. So, going to be some tough sledding for those guys down there.
It'll be fun.
But as for this game, Hank, the Mustangs desperately needed that touchdown at the end of the half. I talked to the referee who's in the box, and he indicated that the pushing them in the end zone is a foul, but that wasn't a personal foul. But he was going to check and see. After talking to Mr. Donahoe down there, I think that was the call, pushing him in the end zone, whether that was a personal foul or not. But that was the penalty.
5-yarder.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the penalty was, and that referee wasn't quite sure. But nonetheless, Mustangs cash in a big touchdown by John Heston and a 2-point conversion by Dane.
And he was very close to being in on the original long reception that John Heston made. Both of those, you had the matchup advantage that you wanted with John Heston having a lot more height, but the corner had coverage. Just John Heston made the play, and both of those were good throws by Drew and good concentration. So kickoff beginning the third quarter. Right here.
They kick it short. 24 is Matthew Ryan Smith. I'm not sure he called fair catch, but he did down it. Must have been some
Number 24,
a hit after he downed it, but no foul is called. He didn't call fair catch, but it was kind of a little bump.
Seen worse.
That was a roughing the passer call
against Alabama. I remember. Was it you that sent me that? Somebody sent it to me. I was like, yeah, it wasn't real rough, was it?
So Mustangs come out trailing by 7 to start the second half. Trips or 2 wide receivers going to give it to Sanford. He's got running room across the right side. Gets across the 45. Going to be a gain of about 5. Good start for the offense. I think Dane's hadn't been able to get going much here. Hadn't had a lot of chances to get going, Hank. I think You see if you can establish that run, and then you can open up some passing lanes.
Yep, that has probably been our most successful run play with him. It's a little 6-hole sort of sweep.
Yeah, give off the right side over. You got J.C. Gerard, essentially, and another offensive lineman in the backfield who's going to come across and give to Sanford. Sanford's got running room, Hank, and I believe he's going to go.
And there are no flags, and touchdown, Mustangs. Mr. Sanford setting records.
Setting records. That gives him 8 points on the night, Hank. That kicks him into a adds another record to his list.
So he'll go to 230 career points, a record he already held. He will go to he will tie the most touchdowns scored in a season at 22, and he will now tie most rushing touchdowns in a season. That record was just set a couple of years ago.
Lawson Harvey's PAT is good. Tie ball game here.
He now has the record for the most points scored in a season at 100. Let's see, he needed, so it's 136, it'd be 142.
Remember, when other dealers can't, Kurt can.
So Mustangs.
And I'm sorry, I already missed one. He had already, he needed 15 yards to tie the most rushing yards in a career. He set that one. And he needs 67 yards for the most rushing yards in a season. He might be getting close there. So, wow, record-setting night, record-setting career. Hopefully it's going to get extended as the Mustangs tie this one up 21-21 very early in the third quarter.
You don't have your media guide on you, do you? Just see kind of whose records. I know you talked about it.
See if you can text Mr. Barney and see if he can get me one, because we need to acknowledge the folks that had the records.
Kick is going to go out of bounds again.
I know the most touchdowns rushing in a season that was 18 was Gavin Leslie. I just saw him. He's in attendance here, so his record has been tied. That was set 2 years ago at Adams County Christian. I was there.
One of the long-standing records, at least the talk earlier today, was Mr. Lewis Buford, Bubba Buford.
Bubba.
He is his record was most points in a season, I believe, is what I understood. That's maybe what just I think what record just fell.
I think that one just went down, Bubba. But Bubba, I actually complimented you. I said most of these records have been set recently. Yours was set back in 1974 or 5, I believe. I'll get the media guide in a moment, but.
Wildcats fake, give it out to number 11. Did he catch that ball?
Yes,
I guess he did. I thought it went on the ground, but it didn't. Drake Alderman's there to sling him down about the 45. Good catch, kind of behind him and down around his knees.
A tackle by number 8, Drake
The rumor has it that Mr. Bubba Buford set his season point total that stood for some 47 years in 10 games.
Records are made to be broken, though, Hank. Second down and 1 for the Wildcats. Come out in shotgun formation. Throw out to number 40, and he runs before he catches it. I believe that's going to be an incomplete pass is what it should be.
It was forward, and I don't think he ever had possession. We would have gotten the recovery there. It's going to bring up third down and 1. New package. This is the jumbo package. Big bodies, probably going to see that I formation again.
Third and short. Bringing a man onto the field late, number 65. He's coming into play tackle, and
he's not sure where he's supposed to go.
He's going to go to the near side here. They're going to go in that big I formation.
Just a straight run. Dane Sanford's got him in the backfield.
Slings him down.
Throws him down hard for the Mustang drop behind the line of scrimmage.
That is the best we've defended that formation all night, Hank. And that did what you thought we
did. The middle guys have got to come harder. Your outside guys can't crash as hard, but we just got to come in there and just blow it up. And we did it there.
Dane saw a crease, hit it like a running back.
Yep. Just got to be more aggressive right there in that core, and then everybody else on the outside can't be as aggressive because they've really had some good play calls. So that's going to force 4th down and 10. Punting unit his own. Mr. Bennett is back deep to receive, standing at his own 26.
Punt is end over end.
Ooh, goodness.
Looks like it may have hit number 16, but that's going to go down to about the 25, 24-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over after a 3 and out. Good defensive possession there by the Mustangs. Get down into 3rd and 1 and have a huge stop by Dane Sanford. Dane not ready to end the season yet, Hank. He's came out playing hard this second half, scored a long touchdown, and then makes a big defensive play here. And we'll see if the Mustangs can't take the ball about 75 yards and take the lead. Lamb with Sanford to his left, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Give is to Sanford, trying to get running room off the left side, shakes some tackles and falls forward across the 30. Still working. They had him, number 7 had him for no gain, and Dane just refused to go down.
You can see some frustration there on the side of the Wildcats.
On number 34, Evan Wiley.
Got to get in the head. I think the Wildcats have been pretty confident through this game, and got to take some of that back from them.
That's absolutely. Mustangs stay in the same formation. Jack Kirk on tight end on the far side. Give is to Sanford, tiptoeing, and he's going to punish number 7 again near the 40-yard line, and he's going to. Don't need any pushing after the play.
Yeah, I think they're getting after him pretty hard when you get him on the grounds. What I just saw.
First down.
Lots of. It wasn't too bad there, but they did on the play before. First down. Mustangs be working from their own 38. 1st and 10.
Give is to Bennett off the right side. He's got running room and closes up fast.
Yeah, probably needed to bounce that one outside. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it, this view. Yeah.
Brett Siebert.
Like he turned back into where the pursuit was.
And number 3, Charles Riss Hunt.
Yeah, he needed to go outside.
4-yard gain, 2nd down.
4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. 8:25 to go. Clock running in the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game.
You know how long that rush was for Dane?
I'm not sure. Lamb fakes, trots back to pass, throws it to John Heston. Is going to try to make another play, and it's no flag.
No flag? Wow, he's got his hands all over it.
They were kind of grabbing each other.
Can't see.
Just a little out of reach.
There is a flag on the field. Probably against us.
Holding
in that
on defense.
Defensive holding.
Yep.
Okay, good. I agree with that.
Yep.
A lot of hands on
Flag
that.
on the play.
Just must have been.
They threw it at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Wildcats. That's first down. Mustangs.
Mustangs via the penalty move it into Wildcat territory at the 47. John Heston comes to the near side alongside Brock Jacobson. Give is to Sanford off the left side. Cuts it up. Going to be tackled there at the 43.
Dane Sanford, the ball carrier.
I don't have any official stats. You remember how long the touchdown run was?
The Danes?
Yeah.
12, Stone Town.
60 yards, I bet.
Yeah, so Dane needed 67 yards to tie the most rushing yards in a season. I feel like he's done that. I'm not going to officially say that yet, but I believe he's probably there as well.
Mustangs move the receivers to the far side now. Gerard moves. They're going to flag that. Maybe a false start up front. Not sure who moved. I didn't see anybody move, but they're going to discuss it. Right tackle, they say. False start on the Mustangs. Back them up 5, so that'll negate that first down yardage, and it'll be maybe second down and 9 now.
False start on the Mustangs.
It was slight if it was a movement. I didn't see it. Like I said, the right tackle's on the far side of this formation.
And you've got an eagle eye.
Obviously.
Unbiased.
Two eagle eyes. 2 eagle eyes. Lamb gives to Sanford. Looks for run room off the left side and gets back to the 45. There's still some pushing and shoving, maybe.
A little chippy out there, a little chippy. Well, I'm glad to see some fire in the Mustangs.
Yeah,
seemed like they were kind of flat in the first half.
You got to kind of harness that, but 6:50 to go. Third quarter, third down and 8. Possession play for the Mustangs.
Get to be smart with your chippiness. We got 3rd and 8, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 backs
Probably
in the
4
backfield.
down territory, excuse me.
Yep. Now we'll see if we can't convert here, and that's going to be over the back here. Looks
yes,
like
sir.
They throw the flag. Yeah, JC was in position to catch that ball. They just came right through him over the top.
Ball was thrown where it needed to be, and he comes through and blows through him before the ball gets there, and that's clearly a good call. First down, Mustangs.
First, see where they put this ball. They're still talking about it. They wave it off or they back it up? They waved it off.
That's incredible. That's incredible. He was obviously there early.
He sure looked like it from here.
Boy, we just saw the replay.
I agree.
That's a poor call there. Need to review that one.
So Mustangs are going to punt after what it looked like a first down after the penalty is waved off. Don't see that very often, but
it wasn't even a sort of
clear.
A tie where it goes to the runner. He was early. That's a poor call or poor overturn.
Mustangs are going to have to call a timeout here. That's not sure who we had.
I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only had 10 players on the field.
Timeout on the Mustangs.
So Mustangs will have to burn a timeout here, unfortunately.
Yeah. Somebody was supposed to be out there that wasn't.
So now
I was texting here with Coach McCarty, and I said the Silliman coach is calling some plays, and he said he's a buddy of his, and they've had some wars back in the day, and he said he'll fire every bullet he has. So that's this is turning out to be Coach McCarty opines that 3rd and long for both sides will decide this game, it looks like.
So now the Mustangs will punt. Dane standing at about his own 40.
Fine punt.
Yep, high spiral punt coming down. Maybe it hits one of those players, I hope. Let's fumble. Let's see what happens.
Why did he do that?
Who?
Why was the Wildcat guy trying to grab the ball?
Well, I think it may have hit him. Watch these two guys on the ground. Not sure it hit him. They call it. They say he did.
If that wasn't proof that it hit him, he was trying to recover it.
That was just Mustangs kind of blew a couple of guys up, and they were laying on the ground, and the ball just kind of found them.
Yeah, okay. Well,
first turnover of the game on either side.
I didn't see that live, but I saw the guys jump in there to try to grab the ball.
If Andrew recovered that, Don, let us know. I think he was close.
So Mustangs will be in business from the 12-yard line of the Wildcats after the big turnover on the punt there. 21-21 ball game. Sort of gets back in the gates and even gets better field position from the.
Give this to Bennett inside and nothing doing there.
From the overturned pass interference.
Number 2, Hayes Bennett takes it up the middle.
Yeah, nothing going there.
Going to back him up maybe a yard, half a yard, call it.
59, Mark Ryan Schmidt.
Second down and a long 10. Excuse me. 5:35 to go, third quarter. Woo. Dane lowers his head and gets near the 5. Looks like it's going to give him the 4-yard line, so that's going to be a good gain there. Going to bring up third down and about 3. Dane's just punishing defenders there.
I'm just so glad I don't have to try to tackle him.
Of course, Andrew recovered that fumble, Don says.
Don has the eagle eye when it comes to Brock football. Andrew Brock, that is.
Mustangs load the left side. Give it again to Sanford, and they blew that up, number 15. Good
nice
play
tackle
there.
He came in hard and came in low. He's going to bring up fourth down. Mustangs will have a decision.
Mustangs ran the same play 2 times in a row. Worked first time, and the Wildcats were ready for it. Now we're going to try a field goal to try to take the lead here.
Lawson Harvey will come on to attempt. Let's see. This is a 24-yarder.
Ball's at the 7. That's right, 24 yards. Going to be out of the hold of Brock Makeumson. Perry Smith is going to do the long snapping. Left-footed kicker going to kick it, try to bend it in left to right, and he looks like he did.
Good.
He absolutely did. Good kick, Lawson.
Field goal is good by number 28, Lawson Harvey.
Mustangs take their, I guess not their first lead of the night, first lead in a while.
First lead since the pretty early in the first. If you tuned in late, we tried a fake field goal on the first touchdown we scored, and really cool design, but the end didn't bite on it, and he intercepted the throw from the holder to our back, and you can't advance it, but that's how the Mustangs ended up with 6.
They got that back on their
We were able
touchdown.
to get that back on the touchdown right before the half with the 2-point conversion that Mr. Sanford was able to get into the end zone after some good blocking by the line. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we have 67 yards rushing by Mr. Sanford and call that a record as well. And I will, at some point in the game.
I sent Mr. Mr. Barnes for a media guy, but the ticket booths are locked up, so
that's fine.
Sorry,
we'll
Cliff.
recap that later. Hopefully after a Mustang win.
You had a media guide. You should have brought it.
I did, but I gave it to someone.
Oh, okay.
Didn't get to go home and get mine.
Number 1 field. Good tackle there by Tate Gailey.
Yes, sir.
Number 1.
Tate was able to get him on the shoestring, pull him down, and
18,
pretty deep field position compared to what they've been starting with. That's going to be on the 22-yard line. Someone in the crowd is yelling, "Come on, D!" And I agree. We've got to keep this momentum going that we've developed here in this right before the half and second half. You know, last week we felt like we had turned the momentum a little bit and failed to capitalize on that when we had the ball coming out in the second half, and tonight we've done that, and you just got to keep it. Got to keep your foot on the gas, keep that momentum going.
That's right.
Timeout
Wildcats. So 2 timeouts, probably both coaches would rather not have called, but
that's right.
Something wasn't right on their side of the formation, so they're going to not risk
special recognition
turning the ball over. So we'll be
located in each end zone.
1st and 10 after the break.
We'll
Bank of Commerce. Farm Bureau
so no timeout advantage anymore. We had to waste one, and so did the Wildcats.
That's right.
Viking Range Corporation.
I want to compliment the field painters. I love the Mustang that you've been seeing in the end zone this year, and I love the PA in the middle of the field. I know that work goes into that.
I think Coach Branch is taking over the field duties. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe he's taking that over.
He's doing a nice job.
Yeah, he's doing a fine job.
First year Mustang.
So the
and a Columbus, Mississippi guy as well growing up. All right.
Wildcats go in their heavy I formation. Mustangs were able to blow that up early on. 54 is running through the line, and then Andrew Brock is giving chase. And he's going to hawk him down there about the 33-yard line, but they went back to that formation, Hank, and had a big play out of it.
Yeah, and just really right there, once again, they've got all these lead blockers, and he comes through really untouched. And it wasn't but about 3 or 4 yards past the line of scrimmage that he was past all the backers. And good job there by the faster Mr. Brock, Andrew Brock, to run him down, save the touchdown, but still a huge gain. Wildcats will be on the Mustang 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Stay in the big formation. Give again to the deep back is Stone Town, and he's going to get to the 25. So they're, again, having some success kind of pushing us around up front right now.
Yeah, and that's just right there. It's not wide at all. It's just up the gut. And none of those have really gone anything wider other than when the quarterback tries to bootleg it or take it themselves on the reverse out. But successful
Second
play.
Down and 7 to go. 3 minutes and change left in the third quarter. Fudge in at quarterback. He's going to keep it.
There's that bootleg.
He's got running room. He's got inside the 10, pushed out of bounds right about the 5. It looks so easy to defend, but they're just blocking it well. They're just sealing that edge over there, Hank, with all their guys in the backfield, and you've got more folks over there to block than we have to defend. Pretty simple.
I haven't seen film on Silliman. I don't know if this is something that they've put in or if it's something they've been running that we saw on the film, but been very successful tonight.
Same formation.
If you recall, they weren't in it in the first drive.
No, that's right. Kind of went more shotgun.
Same play.
Another keeper, and Mustangs are gonna stop them just a little short. Going to be 2nd down and goal to go. Maybe at the 1.
Number 15, Owen Fudge on the run.
See, the ball is at the 1. Wildcats trying to regain the lead. Give this to Stone Town, and he goes in pretty easily for first 1-yard touchdown run for number 12, Stone Town of the Wildcats. And momentum is switching, Hank, going back and forth, which is what you expect playoff games to do.
2 5-5 teams, momentum switching back and forth. Silliman seemed to be unbothered by the Mustangs' resurgence and come out and have a resurgence of their own.
Going to bring a man on late into the formation to the left side. 74 is on to kick. Boston Bentley.
Good.
Just does kick it into the
good by number 74,
through the uprights.
Bentley.
So 28-24. Mustangs score a touchdown and a field goal. And Wildcats come in and answer with a touchdown of their own to take a 4-point lead heading towards the end of the third quarter. Hank, we talked about it earlier, kind of just like last year. It's a 4-quarter game. Mustangs were behind most of that game last year and found a way to win in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a special round of applause
not
to Miss
expecting anything less.
And Miss Avery Hodges.
We were going to talk about that at the beginning of the game.
To the first ever MAIS Volleyball All-Star and played in the inaugural MAIS All-Star Volleyball game this week. Congratulations, Avery and Brooke, on this amazing opportunity.
Don't know if you heard that or not, but the Mustangs had 2 volleyball players that made the All-Star game, both of which played in it, which was the inaugural MAIS All-Star Volleyball game. So congratulations to
Avery Hodges and Brooke
Avery
Kimmel.
Hodges and Brooke Kimmel.
Wildcats kicked it short last time to Matthew Ryan Smith, who's on the front line here. Going to kick it deep this time. Hayes Bennett runs to his left and going to pick it up quickly. Gets it to the 25.
Hayes runs faster than he picks balls up. I was like, I got to pick that up, man.
Mustangs will take over at the 25.
He was trying to keep his eye on the
defender,
and he didn't go down as aggressively to pick it up.
So JC's coming out. That normally means we're going to go with a few more receivers in the formation. See if we want to open it up here and throw the ball, or at least give the appearance of that. Sanford stays in. Hayes Bennett, John Heston Powers, Jacobson, and who's in the slot?
Can't tell, he's blocked.
It's going to be Lane Harper, number 1.
Speed sweep to Bennett.
Going to be lucky they don't get Dane on the block in the back. He tried to not do it, but it was close. Watch Dane here.
Hayes Bennett on the return for the Mustangs. Chased out of bounds by number 7.
Good no call.
Taylor.
Yeah, and the guy was already out of the play, so that would have been really unfortunate.
2nd down and 1. Good job by Lamb handling a tough snap and getting the ball to Hayes there. Going to bring up 2nd and short here. Mustangs go 4 wide receivers, spread the defense out here. Give this to Dane, and he fights forward for the 1st down. Not much more, but
number 6, Dane Sanford,
moving the chains.
Moving the chains, got what we needed there.
He's brought down by number 52.
2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Mustangs trailing by 4, 28-24. Mustangs will be working from their own 37-yard line.
JC back in there. In his up back blocking position. Has become more of a receiver later on in the season. Dane's got running room across the right side. Just gets tripped up, but maybe gonna have enough for the first down.
That's right. The first down, but somebody made a heck of a shoestring tackle there. He may have taken that one to the house.
He's tripped up by number 15, Owen Fudd.
Yeah, great job by 15, who also plays quarterback.
Yeah, he's had a good game.
But he's on the ground and still finds a way to bring down that bull by just getting his arm out there and making probably a touchdown saving tackle.
I would say most likely. Mustangs stay in the same formation. Jacobson to the near side. Gerard and Sanford over the left side. Give is to Bennett again. Got blocking over the left side. Trying to find the edge, and he runs back around, and they see if we can't. No flags of late. Hayes has got running room, and he's going to run for 10 yards, and he ran about 80.
I was going to say, I didn't see any blocks in the back. One or two were did a good job laying off there, but I think Hayes ran out of gas to try to hit the. It looked like he might take it the other way, but I think he ran out of gas. He's going to come off and get a breather.
So the result of the play is about a 10-yard gain, but it was an exciting 10 yards. Yeah. Is there a horse down there, Mr. Benu? That's a new sound effect. DJ Andy. Lamb handles the high snap, gives it to Sanford, and Sanford delivers some punishment to a defender there. Going to get up to about the, going to mark him a little shorter than I thought. Going to be about the 39, Hank.
This is a good spot.
Okay.
Yep. He just had a lot of roll after he went
down. I guess
down.
So. 30 seconds and counting in the third quarter. We're going to head to the fourth quarter, Hank, and a close one. Second and 6. Lamb keeps it for the first time tonight. Fights across the 35 to about the 34.
Drew Lamb keeps
Lamb shows he'll put a punishment on a tackler too.
Yeah,
he's going to bring the quarter to a close.
And number 55, William Cooper.
So we'll switch sides and play one more quarter here tonight.
Fourth quarter, Mustangs put up the 4.
For the third quarter.
DJ Andy plays the Johnny Cash, we're going to stay here. Again, we want to thank our playoff sponsors who helped us bring this live stream to you guys on Facebook and YouTube. And they have shown up, shown out always. The Booster Club is assisted any way we need with our local businesses, and they do a good job supporting this program and all the other programs. So we talked earlier to Coach Carpenter. Hank, I don't think they have a game this week, but they came out as they do, playing good defense, and kind of ran away with a couple of games, getting off to a good start. And boys will play, not sure when they start, but see if we can't get a ball up here. Don't fall over, Manu. We need you.
These girls are hanging on to the ball a little too long here. They gotta
put some air under it.
Put some air under it.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Wade Incorporated for donating footballs to give out to the fans.
Oh, don't hit JP.
Lola's putting some dents in the in the digs up here.
So we're back to action. Third down and short. Big play here for the Mustangs. Give his to Sanford. He's going to have the first down, it looks like. Not much more, but he got what he needed, I think.
This guy,
I don't know.
They're
holding
coming in is
on the carry.
not giving it to him.
They're calling fourth down.
Yeah.
They're going to measure it.
Yeah, that wasn't
Didn't like that spot?
Well, it's hard to tell. It looked like the ball made more progress than his body did, and it looks like they spotted it where his body was. It sure looked like he was going to have it, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was not much.
He had a hole there.
Question. Going to be a little short. Maybe half of football.
Football and a half, looks like.
Oh, maybe it is. Call them offsides. Maybe, I think, quarterback sneak if you don't, or give it to Dane.
Something, well, you got to look at their defense too. But I would think that you're close there. Hard count, and then something up the gut, and
Lamb will go under center here. He will sneak it, and I think second effort he's going to have it, but
his first attempt was not going anywhere, and he
kind of moved off the side.
Yeah, bounced to the outside, but
Mustangs will keep the chains moving, keep the drive going.
You were right on your call.
Hank, you got some stats here. Stats through 3. Sanford has 16 attempts for 131 yards.
Oh, yeah, well, I'd say that's
you were looking for 67?
Yeah.
He's doubled that. And he's adding more to it here. Going to get, man.
Running hard, and he always runs hard, running harder. There was one record on this sheet that and didn't know if he wouldn't have a chance to get to tonight. He needs 33 rushing attempts to tie the most in the season at 215, and I believe that was his.
That was going to be his 17th, 18th carry.
I don't know. You never know. Knight's still young. Still 10 minutes, 39 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Get a lead and just get on his back and let him take you.
I hope he has that many more rushing attempts. That means we have the ball a lot.
Absolutely.
They didn't.
Sanford alone in the backfield. Give his to him. Looking around the right side. Going to fall across the 20 to about the 18. That is going to be a first down.
On the carry for the Mustangs.
This has been an impressive drive by the Mustangs. We've had 3 big plays for touchdowns, but this has been the most sustained drive that we've had.
That's first down, Mustangs.
What kind of drive you need?
3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of
right
drive.
First and 10 from the 17. Lamb keeps it, looking for running room, and 55 grabbed a hold of his jersey, wouldn't let him go. Good job there by
Number 12, Drew Lamb,
William Cooper.
Keeper.
I think Dane's going to need to
He's brought down by number
pulling himself
55,
out there. He got a little
Cooper.
shaken up 2 plays before.
Second down.
Most likely why we didn't have his number on that one. And he pulls himself out. Bring in Charlie Robbins. I don't know if it's a cramp or maybe retaping. But Charlie Robbins will come in and replace him. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Second down and 12 for the Mustangs, working from just inside the 20-yard line of the Wildcats.
You got your matchup that you've liked most of the night. That's going to be another timeout by Coach Crowder.
Okay.
Timeout on the Mustangs.
You had your matchup that you've been kind of exploiting a couple times tonight with John Heston there on the shorter DB in one-on-one coverage. So may look to that here. You are on the 20. Just I think Lawson's long is 36 yards, so you're right there. But field goal's not going to do you much good. Bring you within 1 with 9 minutes to go.
We've already kicked our field goal.
That's right.
If it comes to that, I hope we can get it. But we need our touchdown here. Hayes Bennett also has gone over 100 yards tonight as well at 106. Drew Lamb is through 3 quarters is 4 of 12 for 68 yards, 1 TD.
Robin stays in at running back. Trips to the far side. Preston Blaylock in the middle.
Blitz coming
Blitz
up the
coming.
middle.
Drew throws it. Oh! Just kind of, Preston had a long way to go to run around that defender.
He had
Good
to release it.
idea.
I think he had to release it just a hair quicker than he wanted to. No? Oh yeah. Well, he had some pressure from the side, but I'm not sure it.
I don't think that's
interfered with him.
where Drew wanted to throw that ball. Preston did a good job of trying to adjust and make a heck of a play. So we'll stay with Charlie here. Dane trying to work something out with his right leg.
Dane's still out. Helmet's off. Limping as he walks on the sidelines.
Lamb throws it, got John Heston with a step, and he's going to catch the ball for a touchdown. Mustangs.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Good to hear that cannon going off.
He had the defender on his hip, made a good move on the line of scrimmage, and got the defender behind him, and he just good ball placement there by Drew Lamb, and John Heston spins the ball in celebration, and that's going to be a 2-point lead pending the PAT. Good drive for the Mustangs. Good drive with Dane Sanford on the bench. Good job by the rest of the Mustangs to kind of respond without their horse.
Good job, Brock Makeumson there, dealing with that snap that was off the mark. Gets it down. Lawson Harvey gets it through. Mustangs 31. Wildcats 28.
Wildcats 28.
31-28. High-scoring game tonight, Hank.
It is. It is.
It has been we've seen some big numbers, but most of them have been on one side or the other most of this season.
Exactly. It's been back and forth. 2 teams that come in with the same record, and so far have been pretty closely matched here through.
I don't see Dane.
3 quarters.
He
3.5
has got his
quarters.
helmet back on, Hank. They're going to have to drag him.
Yeah, he's just limping a bit, favoring his leg a bit.
Coach Crowder's pointing at the bench.
Now, what we got to have here is Mustangs are going to have to find a way, but first off on the special teams here.
Right.
Make sure we contain them, and then we're going to have to come up with a stop.
Yeah,
because I don't recall that we've really stopped the Wildcats since
Dane, he blew
I think
through.
we've had 2 stops, the first series, and then that one.
Where the punt, we got the turnover on the punt.
Exactly.
Harvey kicks it towards the near side, number 11.
Oh, goodness.
Tate Dubar just kind of blew right by him.
Andrew Brock, once again, making the tackle there, number 9.
Number 11, Colby Morris on the return for the Wildcats.
Be good field position, though. Ball will be on the 40-yard line.
Number 3, Trace Smith.
Dane still stretching out his, looks like he's an ankle or a foot. He's bothering him.
As much as you'd like to have him out there with you on defense right now, I think you've got to rest him up, particularly with a hurting ankle.
8:51 to go. Fourth quarter. Go back to the heavy eye. Gonna give. Oh,
good
job
nick there by
number
33.
33.
Chamberlain McLean comes in and drops the bomb.
That was a good lick.
Comes in from the, where was he? Middle linebacker position. Nice tackle there.
Yep.
He stopped immediately by number 33, Chamberlain McLean.
Good play there by the sophomore.
No
A couple of
gain.
sophomores have been
Second down.
playing some good minutes.
Yeah, both teams
lately.
actually. Seeing some sophomores out there for both teams, but good stop there. It's what the Mustangs needed most of these series as of late. Silliman's been coming out after the first play, and it's been 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
right.
They're going to break the huddle quickly, get in their formation.
Fake. Fant has not thrown the ball tonight. Throws it away to number 28. Penn Camp, Andrew Brock, Chamberlain McLean, all in on that quarterback pressure.
I believe this is supposed to be some sort of a screen, but I'm not sure anybody went out for the pass. Number 28, I think, was supposed to be out for the pass, and he never went out.
Got an injured Wildcat down holding his right leg. Looks like to be in some pain.
I think if 28 had
yeah, if he had completed it, he had running room.
No, I'm saying if he had actually just, I don't think he was looking for the pass. Looking at the replay, he never went out in the flats, and so there was no one to throw it to. It was certainly a screen design. Injured player is from Silliman. Looks like number 55 is walking off, hobbling off there.
Number 55,
William Cooper. He's an 11th grader. Hope he is okay. Appears to be
getting a little more pressure on it as he walks off.
Appears to be getting a little better as he walks, but looks like he was holding his knee.
Big defensive play here for the Mustang defense. 3rd down and 10 from their own 40.
Not sure what position 55 was playing.
Could have been a running back, could have been a guard.
Yeah, exactly.
8 minutes to go.
Got a feeling 60 is in for him, but I'm not sure.
Bring Lipscomb back in. He hadn't been in at quarterback in quite a while, going back to their shotgun formation. This is more of the passing quarterback. He drops back to pass, pump fakes, and got a 40. And if Brock will look up,
incomplete. He
kind of led him a little too much, led him into the boundary there. So Mustangs
play
that well. The flag on the play, that's going to be against the Mustangs. Maybe a roughing the passer if I had to guess.
Brock Mickelson in coverage for the Mustangs.
Surely not.
Went out of
That
camera
brings up
view as
third
the
down.
camera panned to the receiver. So personal foul, roughing the passer on the Mustangs.
Goodness gracious. Well, that's untimely.
Flag on the play.
So you're going to have 3rd and
Going to have
4th
down and 10.
Goodness gracious.
And it's going to be a 1st down into Mustang territory, going to be placed at the 45.
Boy. And I'll tell you, if the quarterback makes a better throw, that may be a touchdown because the receiver had a couple steps on him. Just like you said, he led him too much and led him to the sideline.
So Lipscomb stays in at quarterback with number 8. To his left, ball is at the 45 of the Mustangs. 7:55 to go. Lipscomb sends big, tall number 1 in motion. Throws it screen, looking for a middle screen, and he caught it. Good job catching. They do a good job of catching those balls, Hank. It's going to be a gain of about
Lipscomb's pass is caught by number 8,
5.
Chance Blank.
Yeah, and again,
He's brought down by number 33, Chamberlain
that was
McLean. Along with
the
number
film
7, Stacey Gerard.
that Jim Crowder watched. That was one of the things I saw in the paper. He had mentioned that just got a really good screen game.
Staying in the shotgun.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Lipscomb throws it out. Got a man wide open, number 1. Brock Mickelson is going to cover him up there and tackle him inside the 30. 1st down will be had by the Wildcats. Had a lot of room to catch that ball.
Yeah, pretty soft coverage there. Just a pass out in the flats. Nice throw and catch. Make the tackle, but not until after a big gain.
1st and 10 at the 29.
So it's Clock's going to close into 7 minutes.
Wells Wilson comes in for Lawson Steed. Good throw and catch there. Number 40 catches the ball, slung out of there in bounds there by Chamberlain McLean. He grabbed that ball. The ball had some heat on it.
Caught by number 40, Weston Wells.
Kind of behind him and over his head.
Got Lipscomb in playing quarterback here in the last series and passing the ball. Be second down and 4. Working from the Mustang 23-yard line. 6 minutes, 46 seconds to go. Mustangs leading 31-28.
Lipscomb pump fakes, got a man. Even threw it over number 1's head there. John Heston's not the shorter man in coverage often, Hank, but he is there.
Well, that was pretty good coverage by the Mustangs secondary. Everybody was mostly covered.
Yeah, and if he puts that ball.
It has to be a perfect throw.
That's right. 3rd down and 4, probably 4 down territory. I'm not sure what their kicking game is, but I don't see a 40-yarder.
Yeah,
not on the PAT.
The PAT anyway. Guy's kicking it fine, but that's probably right at his max, if not a little beyond it.
Lipscomb stays in, takes a shotgun snap.
Mustangs
got plenty
just
of
not
time.
Getting any pressure. That's what I was just about to say. We're getting no pressure whatsoever.
Stone Town catches the pass for a first down. Town's got a couple of touchdowns tonight. Just comes out of that tight end position and finds some space.
We had 5 men up on the line of scrimmage, and just no one's able to even remotely get through.
May have to call for a blitz. Andrew Brock sneaks up on the right side, JC on the left. Still got plenty of time, throws it deep. Hayes Bennett there.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I was about to say it. It's an opportunity for a pick.
Man, it was right there to be had, and good job in defensive coverage by Hayes, but unable to bring the interception down. Just
boy, that would have been nice to have.
6 minutes and 6 seconds. Clock stopped in the 4th quarter. Mustangs clinging to a 3-point lead here. Wildcats 2nd down and 10 from the 17. Bring the big, tall Cannon Caruth to the near side, looking for, going to give it inside. Andrew Brock and
get that ball.
Tate Gailey, J.C. Gerard all in on that tackle. Good job by the defensive front there, Hank.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a little bit of a wrinkle there. Not, the way they've been running out of this formation with this quarterback, playing, not looking for the run, and the Mustangs sniff it out when they try to put one in there. Good defense there. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 13.
Ball placed right at the 20-yard line.
Feel like this one's a pass play.
Going to go 5 wides in the formation. Tate Gailey gets
getting
around
much better pressure
and hits
this time.
There. That was just a classic pass rush from gets around the tackle there.
Quarterback stepped up in the pocket, but Tate got around his defender.
Yeah, he just kind of ducked under the shoulder pads there, and just a textbook pass rush.
Mustangs got to get off the field here. Obviously, they'll be going for it. Ball is on the 26-yard line, and it's 4th and 19.
Yeah, they got to get to the 7. Going to go with another 5 wides here. We'll see if we can
get out here. Got to get your coverage out here, okay?
See if we can't get one more quarterback pressure here.
It's getting there, Tate Gailey. Come in there.
Wells Wilson gets held, it looks like.
Excellent defense by John Heston. The Wildcats are looking for.
Watch 44 here. Looks like he got held.
Pass goes incomplete. Number 22, John Heston Powers.
That would spun around. I'd say he got spun around a little bit. But excellent play there, John Heston. We had great coverage. John Heston plays it cleanly. Wildcats, of course, want a pass interference call, and there was not one there.
So Mustangs will take over with 4:29 to go. Good news, Hank. Dane is in the huddle.
Is it? Okay,
Yep.
good.
So we'll see if he can't. I'd take Dane on one leg more than most, wouldn't you?
Well,
I don't want to get him hurt, but gets out to the left side and going to gain maybe about 3. I think you want him to keep that ball kind of in between the tackles and get north and south, especially on a kind of a bum leg.
Yeah, look, Dane's an acceptable player. We've got other good players as well, but he's a senior. He's a record maker. He's a little banged up right now, but
I wasn't slighting anybody
else.
I'm
saying you'd like to have him in there. Mustangs, of course, are going to try to milk as much of the clock as they can. Wildcats have 2 timeouts. When this ball is snapped, we'll be down to about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game. Hand off to Sanford. Need to get some more yardage than we have, though, because it's a big play coming up here. You'd like to figure out a way to get a first down. Otherwise, you're going to be giving the ball back to a team that has moved the ball on you tonight. Right. So big play here.
Going to be both. Pillow has 1 timeout. Silliman has 2. I think you got to put this ball in the air, Hank.
You got to come up with something.
Trying to hard count them, get 5 more yards so you can get within running range, but then we're going to call our final timeout. Well, looks like what we wanted to do, unable to get that 5 yards, so we're going to talk about it a little bit more. Final timeout, just under 3 minutes, 2:59 to go. You know, you're going to, if you don't get this, you're going to be punting, you know, from the 30-yard line or so if you get any yards. And
going to be putting your defense in a pretty tough spot.
And your punter is Dane, who's got a right foot issue. You know, you don't know if that'll come into play if he tries to punt.
Obviously, huge play coming up here. If you can get a first down, then you're going to force the Wildcats to start burning some of those timeouts.
Mustangs
fun ball game.
It has been a fun ball game, been a well-played ball game. As we thought it would be, competitive.
Same formation, trips right. Sanford in the backfield with Lamb at quarterback in the shotgun.
Screen to Dane, and wow, he's just turned around in enough time, Hank. And he's running, stays in bounds, and wow, poor guy.
I feel sorry for the guy he just hit, but I'll tell you this, if he doesn't turn it around at the exact, oh my goodness, Drew was under pressure. And, you know, you're supposed to let the pressure through, but it came through fast, and thank goodness Dane turns around. Good play call.
Yeah, we tried that in the first half. Dane dropped it. In the second half, I don't remember what happened the second time. It's been open both times. They hadn't been able to convert it, and that one did. And that guy,
I thought when he threw it was going to hit him in the back of the head.
I know. So Mustangs flip the field here. Take it over at the take it to the 35 of the Wildcats. Clock running at 2:30 to go. Again, Mustangs look to keep this one on the ground and try to force, like you said, the Wildcats to burn their 2 timeouts. Give his to Charlie Robbins. Good run, hard run between the tackles there for Charlie. Going to get about 3. Get to the 32, maybe
hit
33.
Would have hit that hole, Charlie.
Yep.
He hit it hard. Hang on to the football, too. That the Silliman will not use one of their timeouts here. Clock will run, so we'll be able to snap this ball with about a minute 30, minute 32 with 2nd down and 8.
He's stopped by a host of Wildcats. 2nd down.
Drew keeps this ball. Is going to get inside the 30-yard line to about the 28.
That was my play call.
Number 12, Drew Lamb.
Now they will use a timeout.
Minute 28 remaining. Stop the clock. That will leave 1 timeout remaining for Silliman, and will bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs at the 29-yard line of the Wildcats.
Probably going to run this one twice. You can run it once and make them use their timeout, and then maybe try to run it again and get the first down and ice this one. You don't want to too deep to punt, too far for a field goal. So
how about a first down?
Well, absolutely. It goes without saying, Hank. So you run this play. See if they get Dane back out there. They do.
Sanford to be very deep. Lamb under center.
Give his to Dane, stretched it out. Good job by the Wildcats defending that play. They're going to lean on him late.
Oh, come on now.
Number 6, Dane Sanford on the carry for the Mustangs.
That was a bit uncalled for.
Look right here.
Yeah, he just kind of lays on him. 34.
Puts his
hip
elbow in his neck.
Yeah. So Wildcats do call a timeout. 1:18.
Timeout on the Wildcats.
4th down and 4.
What can the Mustangs dial up here? No doubt will be, I would think. Well, it actually doesn't matter if it's a run or a pass.
No, you're right. You can throw it, so you can maybe fake it. And you've had JC open a couple times on some screens this year. Maybe do a jet sweep to Hayes. Well, Hayes is coming out, so that won't be the case. First down will win it for the Mustangs. A stop for the Wildcats. We play on.
4th and 4.
Here's your ball game for the Mustangs.
Give his to Sanford running off the left side, trying to get to the edge, and he looks like he's going to be close, and he dives forward for the first down, Hank.
Number 6.
Make sure he got it.
Look at this spot.
They spot it just across the 25, and they're giving it through the first down.
We'll move the chain.
That will.
Wow, it was close, and it was close, but bad angle.
First down, Mustangs.
First down for the Mustangs. Mr. Sanford takes it around the left side and gets just past
and I think
the line to gain.
If you're Coach Crowder, you're in that huddle, and you want to, you're going to go down. You're going to go down with Dane carrying the ball.
Yeah, and that was really a significant effort by Dane to get to that corner.
Mustangs go into the best formation of all, the victory formation, Hank, and will, or should, with another snap, win this one 31-28. And
let's see, 38 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you're
Mustangs
gonna
have to snap it one more time.
So Mustangs will play Heritage twice in 2 weeks. I mean, twice in 3 weeks, I should say.
In 2 weeks, 3 games.
That's right.
So congratulations, Mustangs, with the come-from-behind
and that, folks, will
victory.
Be the last play of the game.
To advance in the playoffs, as we said before, Jonathan, it's a new season when you start the playoffs. Mustangs are 1-0.
Mustangs showed their mettle in the second half, Hank. They were, and go back to the last play of the first half. I think that was the play of the game. The touchdown that you scored after you thought you scored and you didn't. And you get the 2-point conversion, and then you're able to come out and tie the ball game up before they get the ball again. And really played good defense to close it out. And really a good ball game, maybe the most complete the Mustangs have played all year for 4 quarters.
I think so, and it's the first time that they've, they've sort of had a big momentum shift against them that they took back. We've had several times this year where we're probably the underdog going in. We jumped out to the lead, and when the Mustangs lost the momentum, we had a hard time getting it back. Let's talk about quickly just for you all. Actually, I'm not going to go all over all of them. I just want to say congratulations to the Mustangs, first off. Congratulations to Mr. Sanford, who furthered some records tonight and tied some records and then beat some records. And I just want to say also to those that were the previous record holders, or those are the co-record holders, those are big numbers. And congratulations to those of you. I'm sorry I don't have the the media guide. But next week we will have it, and we'll be able to talk about that and give you your due as well. So, Jonathan, great night for the Mustangs. Again, as you said, complete game, momentum changes, and at the end, the Mustangs fought hard to win it, and they get another shot at the Heritage Patriots next week in Columbus.
That's right. So, one more game at least, and we'll see what we can do. Great night to be a Mustang, and everybody safe travels. All the best to the Silliman on their travels. They got a long way to go.
Yep.
And Hank, enjoyed it. For Mr. Banu, for Mr. Hartley Kittle, we'll see you guys next week.
All right.